1, 2, 1, 2. TOM, teachers of my eye. Who am I today? The scribe, been forever, but the name changes with the times. I come from a place where space is home. I go into realms where your face is gone. A change gon' come. As a teen, hypnotized deep in a sleep, party and slumber. 11 life path number, a life of death that's rebirth. Recall realities to reemerge. Soul purge, I'll lend you frequency like loan words. Before I teach, I'll spit a poem first. Step on stage, set the stage, car walking, set ablaze, divine fire. The body is divine attire, sewn from words, sound frequency, awakening dreams. Don't pinch me every day I wake up, it's a home birth. Start from zero to become the heroes. Cycles of time causes expansion of mind. Potential is exponential. Gain XP, what your power made of. I've had to face self, face to fate, a double fate. What will I make of the present? I'm just trying to pet heaven. Twice great, 2 arms up is none to wave. It's nothing to wave. God separate the waters from the waters. Genesis 1 and 6. See, that source is thousands of years prior to a Bible even existing. It's called the pet, word for heaven. Watchers of noon, primordial, pre-ordered, bringing order in order. Its law the scales will represent. A double gift, read present, Ray is present. Ra, amen to the God inside. The crown will glow as consciousness grows. So what assignment are you on? Doubles. Bodies from walking. I do my best to do my best. Lead with the left, heart out my chest. By a step out of the flesh. On my crown is the Nemez, Corona shining. I do my best to do my best. Lead with the left, heart out my chest. By a step out of the flesh. On my crown is the Nemez, Corona shining. Serpent mind winding in alignment. Straight from Orion, the origins. Dig into the root, Kim originals, the oracle speaking. Your aura is gleaming. The sons of God, Amen Ra. Who can't afford a reason to fall below your own means, meaning reaching beyond the firmament ceiling. I see linguistics tricking us deep into sleeping. The way we live inception, I must be dreaming. Doubles, double L, square root, mirrors, reverse the image. My grip is slipping. Almost forgot the point of the mission. Statement, point out all the contradictions. Blatant, truth lives where my eye is foundation. Yeah. Co-founded a nation, dictionary, study, spells can be scary. Etymology, this here is completion. Cycle circles, dualism, wisdom. I peddle flowers. 2 eyes are watching to see through the double realm I'm healing. Never out of what's within him. Infinite reasons, just like my brother Arcad. Always remain calm against demons. Death culture, to be alive here, it's a lie here. They crossed us into thinking that death isn't living. The lies are falling through my palms, arm wide, holes in my hand. The Pope's in command, I demand the throne back. Ancient teachings, I'm a throwback. Picture that, see this moment here is cold that. So black, I see through lies. Why they hold that, ocean motions. I'm flowing through noon in the boats of consciousness. My tongue is rolling, planting seeds, sowing, knee of speaking, untangled quantum DNA, spitting frequencies. I hear Christians scream hallelujah, and this ain't that the name of God is God. I must bring the order back, the scales are tipping. In the court of Allah, moonshine, Tehuti is Yah. This here is Ptah, bulldozing, the one chosen. Focus, when the light hits you, just open like lotus. Melt your mind when in mind time is frozen. Blow minds, my mind is golden. Coat me in gold, I've got a gold coat round me like I'm Tutankhamun. Like his, when you spell my name, put 3 lines in. Scribe, presenting the law's findings. Who's he? I me, an echo of Tehuti. Yes, I do my best to do my best. Lead with the left, heart out my chest. By step out of the flesh. On my crown is the Nemez, Corona shining. We do our best to do our best. Scribble Sessions, Volume 1. For the record. Open your eye in alignment with time and you'll see the truth like it's a physical thing. From the darkness I arise, so it's not a surprise when you learn of the light that I bring. As above, so below, I find a rhythm and flow as I grow with the pendulum swing. This is the matrix where everyone's faking they sleep here in life while we wake up in dreams. Shedding the skin like a serpent, this work makes it worth it. Attaining a purpose while searching internal, examine what all is in me. Most will not make it there, so can I take it? Reality shaking, you've seen what I've seen. Reap what you sow, with the weavers of speech, achievers, and this is the read 'em and weep. You cannot read in vibrations that none of them speak. Walk a metal netter, light is feather is heavy to learn that your will isn't free. Let your will and I continue to lead with my ebas. I'm sweeping my consciousness clean. Training in realms that are unseen. My aura is some set fire to all of the fiends. Stand on my eye, this is all seeing. I we supply 93, that means we are supreme. Healing through tones on my senses, connecting and this year wealthy is health, this is green. This is illusion, reality veiled in delusion. Thoughts become intrusive, it's foolish to not know by now that it ain't what it seems. This is way more than belief. I see clearly the lines. My six senses of sight are hypnotized. No wonder everyone sleeps. It's time to set off the alarm. The performance of form. Don't you know you're a star? God in human form and you rise with the beast. More than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I said, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper. Seeing the state of the planet, the damage, the famines expanding beyond your belief. I see they landed, they've handed the people a cannon and aiming it right at your feet. Blowing the hole where you're standing, creating the panic. The tactical planning is deep. Teaching you're only a man and the God is in heaven, the seventh outside of your reach. If you're the question, they'll call you a manic, frantic, erratic, depression, demonic. When you're teaching through the magical speech, they'll call you serpent, the one in the garden. Pardon my knowledge for having the knowledge and powers to see. He really told the truth to Adam and Eve. You'll have to think between good and evil if you eat of the fruit of the tree. Now you're a god, open your eye, cleansing yourself so that now you can see. They stole the stories and twisted them like it's a spliff. They put the fire to leaf, I put the fire to speech. I put the fire to heat. We don't do liars and thieves, they just desire to greed. This is my record to keep, this is my throne. You cannot sit in my seat, and I command it. I give more than 10 commandments. This is the law of attraction, and we have infinite stamina. My stage is where I'm standing. This is my eye, God is in me. I only keep goddesses with me. They are the magical beings, they are the holy ones, birthing the gods. We're overcoming the odds. We are the even and odd. They're in the odds, we're in the all. Ancestors answer my prayers, forever grateful. I will forever say thank you. Inspiration to awake the sleepers. Record keeper, more than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I said, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper, more than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I said, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper.
You and your family health and prosperity. May your monument be established on the foundations of Ma'at, and may you rise and come forth as conscious light, like the divine Ra, who rise and shine forevermore, Ma'at. Ptah.
I look outside in awe, I see our people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. Look outside in awe, I see our people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. I am him, king, crown, rings, Nesu, I am in. Mindset of when fighting jinns. Sword, swing, samurai, I am Shem. Suhor, son of Heru, I am him. King, crown, rings, Nesu, I am in. Mindset of when fighting jinns. Sword, swing, samurai, I am Shem. Suhor, son of Heru. Words powerful, HEKA, see proof. You can feel the roots. Gone, just look up, I am proof. Breaking doors down, make some room. But I is now speaking through me and trust me.
Hotep. Can y'all hear me? How's my sound?
Yes, you sound great and look great.
Hotep, peace and love, everybody. Welcome to the House of Aten Study Guide Sundays, Ancient Tehuti and Teachings of the Netiru. presents Allow Me to Reintroduce Myself. Before we begin, we will begin as we do every week with our beautiful affirmation. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Meri Maat, UNVEILS, Nintet or Set Maat, Menkhu Meri Maat, Her in Hu Kui, Per Ekut. I live for Maat. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Maat. Every day I advance towards Maat. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light. Peace and love, great brothers. I am the great, mighty Atef Rim Maat. I am the esteemed steward of the venerable house of Aten. As a devoted disciple of the master teacher, the illustrious Tehuti Amenhotep Ra, I proudly undertake the role of the sagacious host for the weekly gathering within the sacred halls of the house of Aten. Here we delve into the profound teachings that illuminate the path of Ma'at. In the sacred sanctuary of the house of Aten, I guide fellow seekers on a journey of enlightenment and understanding, drawn from the wellspring of ancient wisdom. Our gatherings are profound explorations into the depths of truth, meticulously deciphered through the lens of ancestral artifacts and teachings bestowed upon us by the great Tehuti Amenhotep Ra. My commitment to the pursuit of wisdom extends beyond the confines of our weekly gatherings. As a true-hearted devotee of truth, I strive to embody the essence of Ma'at in all aspects of life, expressing an unwavering love for my people. My soul resonates with the harmonious frequencies of the Medu Neter. I stand as a loyal guardian of Ma'at, steadfastly defending the sacred principles that govern our existence within the house of Aten. Next, we have the mighty scribe Ani Ptah Aten Tehuti, is a teacher of knowledge, spoken word artist, a creator, awakening the sleepers and healing the chosen ones through sound, vibrational tone, and conscious thought. He's a Sab, the wisdom door opener, the lead organizer of the House of Aten movement. And next we have the mighty primordial thought, is a seeker of divine wisdom, the wisdom with universal structure, the wisdom that remains the same from every perspective, the wisdom that adapts to any interaction, the wisdom that creates silence, the wisdom that sustains the house of Aten. And our speaker and presenter for the night is the mighty Menkhu Meri Maat. Menkhu Meri Maat is a student of the master teacher Saba Tehuti Amenhotep Ra and a follower of Ma'at. Menkhu is the head, the festivities organized in the house of Aten, a cultural enlightenment advisor and a teacher, the developer of the Pathways to Awakening, the director and producer of documentaries, and a researcher of ancient civilizations, and a researcher of ancient knowledge of spells. Welcome, everybody, to the House of Aten Study Guide Sundays. Peace and love, great brothers. Hotep, great brothers. I'm glad to be here. I told y'all I'm traveling, so I didn't have my setup. I wasn't really ready to go, but you know, we make it do what it do, man. So I'm not going to be here for the whole duration. I'm definitely looking forward to your presentation, Menkhu. But you know, I know y'all brothers got confused because I cannot stay out of this frequency. I am like, this is, no matter what I have going on, I'm a supporter. I'm a staunch supporter of my brothers. And I'm a staunch student of my great teacher, Saba Tehuti Amenhotep Ra. So I have been traveling for the last few weeks, but you know, we do our best to do our best. So, you know, I'm here. I'm not going to be here for the duration of the show, but you know, I had to show up and support my brothers any way I can. So peace and love to you, great brothers, and peace and love to everybody in the chat. I miss you, brothers and sisters, and it's good to see everybody here. You know, people do what's important to them, and you guys are my family, so I'm here. I'm here, great brothers. Hotep, peace and love.
Hotep, peace and love to our great brother. Peace and love, everyone. Tua, welcome again. And we have a special event for today's class, which is the HOA House of Aten Talent Show. So I just posted the link in the comment section, and this is available for everyone. There's a $50 first place prize winning. So again, you know, there's no entry fee, so it's available for everyone to hit the link and show us some of your skill set, some of your talents, and because this is something that we at the House of Aten encourage, right? The creativity and the artistry, and to bring it forefront, and to also allow everyone to be able to receive your creativity. It's a beautiful thing. And so we do these multiple times, and it's just a way to also give back to the ones who support us. And so there's a $50 first prize winner. So the link is posted, and so we would like for those who would like to participate in the talent show to hit the link and come forward, and we will do that. And before we give the great brother Menkhu Meri Maat the floor to present his class. Peace and love, everyone. Tua for being here with us. Hotep, great brother Menkhu Ara, would you like to speak, great brother?
Yes, peace, Hotep, everyone. Peace to the brother on the panel. Good to see you all. Peace to the chat. Looking forward to the talent show. Looking forward to building with you all today. Also, of course, want to remind everybody to prepare for the pathway that's coming up in October. You know, these talent shows are a good place for you to work out your material. So if we do a talent show at the pathways, you'll be more prepared and ready to do something live. And so definitely be thinking about the pathways. Please send me any ideas that you have you would like to see implemented. It is definitely going to be a special occasion to be there at the HOA family, and of course to hold up and to honor our master teacher Saba Tehuti and his Naturts. So I love LA, feeling like kind of like a second home for me. So every time I go there, it's been a good experience. So looking forward to that. And then also next week, Friday, we will have the HOA, the Discord, community Discord. So looking forward to seeing you all in that. And I will pass. Great brother.
All right, Tua, I will go through and make a couple announcements while we'll give some time for everyone to come into the StreamYard here. Let me pin this to the top so everyone has it. Okay, let's see. We have Nookpoo. Peace, great brother. Maat. Hit the link, great brother. Come up here and let us hear something. We know you got those Medu Netter tones. I know you put some things together. Let's hear you, great brother. Aunt Tu, Hotep, wonderful sister. One of our great social media managers. I know she said she was working on something. She might not have been able to complete it. I think that's what she said in Discord. But Tua and Hotep for starting it. We still would love for you to come up to the panel and showcase what you're doing. That'd be great. The great brother Anu, the moderator here of the House of Aten. Peace to you, great brother. It's a wonderful thing. He definitely does moderation very nefer. He posts all the links for everything that we have available for you all. So hit to the great brother Anu, and he also posts the support links, which is where you can support us through either Cash App or PayPal. And if you do not have Cash App or PayPal, you can still visit houseofaten.org and go to the donate section, and you can donate by means of outside of Cash App or PayPal. So Tua to Anu.
Got that
We
crypto?
Say again?
Say we accept that crypto?
Yes, we definitely have a crypto wallet as well. Ethereum. Peace and love to the lovely Angela Gates, who says peace, love, and prosperity. Hotep, and peace to you, Angela Gates, to for being here. Ox Effect says Hotepu Nebu Marie Ankh Dejed. Hotep, great brother. I know you have some talent as well, great brother. I'm gonna push all our great brothers and sisters to the front.
Hey, don't be scared. Listen, y'all got me up here. I'm traveling. I be on the mic. No matter where I'm at, I still show up. So we encourage everybody to come up and show your talents. Please come up and show us. Express yourself.
Yeah. Absolutely. Tanya 23 Experience is here, who says Hotep to Tanya 23 Experience. Peace and welcome. Thank you for being here. Who I know is also another talented person. So don't be afraid to hit that link.
Yes, we be checking out y'all channels too on the low. I know some of y'all is healers, so come share your recipes and whatever your talent is. This is a nation we building brick by brick, so don't be scared. Come up and show your talent and let us know. It's not to be judged in a negative light. You know, we support each other here at the house at Aten. I didn't mean to keep cutting you off, brother, but I just this frequency is just so beautiful, man. The class yesterday was so inspiring. Saba's class and his teachings are just so monumental, man. Like it's just so necessary. You know what we're doing, and I'm excited to be a part of it. You know, just with what I bring forth, just to be in this frequency is just a beautiful thing. So, you know, everybody in the chat, we encourage you, come up, you know, come on the mic and share your talents and share yourself with us, because we're building a nation brick by brick, and everything that we bring forth is absolutely necessary to our time.
What was that last thing you said? You cut out at the last moment. Yeah, you're choppy now. You're choppy.
Yeah, see, I'm traveling, but I said Tua to your whatever you bring forth, Tua in advance for everything that you bring forth.
Yes. We have the great brother BIGVAPES, FKA Righteous. Hit the link, great brother. I know you said you have something. You have something to share. You know, I used to live for these type of events. You know,
I want to hear that. You can
walk away with some of that bread in my hand. That's the Lord in hand.
Hey, I want to hear that that nectar on the wall part 2. That nectar on the wall. Hey, I need that dua is absolutely fire too, brother. I know it's almost kind of like it's almost not fair, but like all Saba's classes are my favorite. Like every class that he does is like my next favorite class, and I feel that about your music too, great brother. Oh, there go Maharu. I see you in the chat, great brother. What's up with that nectar on the wall part 2?
Absolutely. All right, let's bring. We have a new brother back here, King of Salem. Not familiar with you, great brother. Hotep.
Hey, I'm rough. I'm gonna tell y'all now, I'm rough. Y'all got to bear with me. I've been only in knowledge for a few years now. I've been on the journey. It's documented. I did a few shows with Lioness Den. I'm not sure if you're familiar with her. And Sister Soul Music, I did a few shows with her. But I'm here to add on to the conversation on all. I study all. I'm a student of all. And I'm a modern day prophet. And I was called prophet by Funches and Lioness Den. And they are the high order. I just want to put my credentials up there on the spiritual world, on the spiritual level. We could do a numerology where I was born, astrology, and I'm just I'm the burst. My name is Buster. Davion Harper. I'm best reincarnated. I understand that. You can see my
Okay.
future. I'm the old mech head. I'm the old mech head. Y'all see that? Y'all see the third eye?
Peace,
I
great
just
brother.
wanna-
So you in the
Well,
talent
this-
show, brother?
Yeah, this
I
mode
like
right here, we're doing a talent show. Right now we're doing a talent show. So do you have a talent or a skill set that you want to let everyone
Research.
experience?
Research. I have a talent for research and finding out information.
Okay. Well, is there a way that you can showcase that within a small amount of time?
I have a YouTube channel at Davion Lamar. I have 141 videos. I had 92 subscribers. I have various subjects. I'm all over the place. But if you look into my knowledge of the maps of the world, the old maps, when they were when the so-called Moors were navigating the world in balloons, and I found the place where on Google Maps. That's the key. That's one key. Google Maps. I mastered Google Maps. Street views.
Okay. Well, right this very moment, we're doing like a talent show. So, whether you do poetry, you do art, where you can actually show.
Yeah, I want poetry.com. In 2000, I had a website called Greenleaf Poetry on MSN.com. I mean, back when it used to be, I think it was just MSN. And I'm poetic, but I don't have. Okay, I understand what this is about. I want to be added to the group when we speak on the land rights, all the meaning of this. My last name is Harper, so you see, rock in reverse is Rep Ra, and I understand how the sound, the linguistics. So next time I want to be in on the knowledge.
All right. Yeah, you can definitely, go to our website, houseofatten.org, join our Discord community. We have communities all over. Tap in with us. We're always in communication. We're always building. So check the link that's in the bio and join our Discord, and we can build on that. And we have a Discord meeting. We have a Discord meeting coming up Friday. So be sure to lock in with us and tap in, and we'll love to hear what you want to bring forth. So for coming up.
Okay, I'll be in the back. I'll be in the background right now. Only thing I could do right now is show y'all I could get around good on one foot. I don't think nobody could beat that with 4 toes at that. There's more to the story. I'm the crucified Christ. We'll talk about that later.
All right. Appreciate you, good brother. Peace. All right. Welcome to the panel, great brother, Big Vapes, FKA Righteous. Welcome. Hotep, great brother.
What's up? Hotep Mod to the panel and the chat. What's going on?
What's going on, great brother?
It's maintaining one day at a time.
Excellent. So I love to hear. So yes, I know we have, again, people watching. So we'll give a few more minutes for someone to hit the link and who wants to participate in the talent show. If not, then we'll just hand it to you, great brother, and just let you have a paid performance. So where you can just perform, do your thing, and get paid for it, because this is it's a beautiful thing to support the creatives and keep making sure that we create and are always in that mindset of bringing something forward and bringing it in front of everyone, so everyone can benefit from it. So before I let you go, or before we give more time, I'll show a couple of the supports that we received in, and then I also will post the links as well here at the bottom. Right there, there's the support links for anyone who wants to support what we're doing, so we can continue to bring forth events like this and the Pathways to Awakening and everything that we do to help and give back to the community. So let me share my screen and I'll show 2 of the supports that we have received in prior. And we'll start with the wonderful Angela Gates, who sent in $10 for your hard work and dedication. Tuwa to Angela Gates, who's always here with us, extremely consistent. We definitely appreciate you and your presence in the chat. So peace and love to you for your consistency and for your dedication. So thank you for supporting the House of Aten. And secondly, I will show the great brother, Robert E. Williams, Jr., who sends in 2072 for Clouded Judgment. Tuwa for the Naturts, fire. All right. Yes. Peace and love to Robert Williams, who is extremely consistent and always supports us. So we definitely appreciate you. And you see that he's supporting for last week's class that Primordial Thought 9 held, called Clouded Judgment. So it's wonderful to see brothers support even after the live stream, and sisters after the live stream, and say, hey, I want to support this. So we definitely appreciate you, Robert E. Williams, Jr. Hotep. All right. Yeah, Netter on the Wall Part 2. We definitely want to hear Netter on the Wall Part 2. Maharu, I know he said, I think you said your laptop screen is broke or something like that. But you can also get on your phone as well. So I want the great brothers and sisters to come forward and let us see what you have. It's a beautiful thing. I know.
Anu.
Okay, we have Anu. He says, Hotep, I'm trying to get on. I need a minute. Okay, we'll give you a minute.
And let me say something, Ani, to that brother that came on, King of Salem. Brother, we have this class every Sunday, and we frequently post the links. So if you want to join in on a discussion, you're welcome to come up on the panel and, share your thoughts or any tones that you have, great brother. But right now, this is a talent show, so we encourage anybody in the chat that got a talent, come on, get this $50 now. It's a real $50. Come show your talents.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yeah, we when we do our lives, especially here on Sunday, there's a topic, and we always want to make sure that we stay on topic. And for builds, this for Friday, the Discord meetings, make sure you're there. If you want to build on that and join in on the Discord, you can speak about some of your things that you're researching. That's what the Discord is for. It's for everyone just to bring forth what you're researching and share it with everyone. Keep the conversation going outside of the Sunday classes or the KHUNUM as well. So it's a beautiful thing, and for the great pod class. And so now we have, and if you're a KHUNUM member, I also host a class on Fridays called Ma'at Fundamental Fridays. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have a 3-day weekend of Ma'at studying, taking in information. So it's a beautiful thing. So everyone, definitely make sure that you join the Discord community. To that brother there, King of Salem, join the Discord. Share some of your research there, and definitely we'll look forward to that. All right, here we have Anu and Antu. Welcome to the stage, Anu and Antu. Peace.
Hotep Meri. to everybody on here. I wanted to come on. I didn't really have anything planned, so I just got a little spoken word thing that I wrote like a year ago. Wanted to participate, show support, show love. So Hotep Meri.
We appreciate you, great brother and sister. Hotep Henu to both of you.
Well,
Hotep Henu.
All right. Yes. Looking forward to that. And this is sometimes it's the best to see what you can do without the preparation. So we'll see. We'd love to listen to that, and hopefully it'll encourage you to write some more. Definitely want to hear more of your tones, great brother. Okay. All right. Yes. Peace and love. Nefer Keperet is here, says the beautiful Antu with a heart. Okay. So yes, I guess we will go ahead and get started if you brothers are ready. And we have Menkhu Ara, do you have the judge sheet which with one that's clear? Because I know the one you sent me has some writing on it. So
yeah, I was just looking at that. Yeah, let me send you all a clear one, and we can get started.
Okay, yes. So we can let you all know what we will be judging on, so you can focus on those things. So yes, houseofaten.org. Make sure everyone is plugged into that and shopping with us, getting your merch, getting your House of Aten, the Natiru Exists merch, getting your mouse pads that can also be used for anything really. They're large. We have bathroom sets. We have tumblers and cups. We have notebooks. We have everything, and we're consistently adding more to it. So houseofaten.org. And while the great brother sends those to us, I'll show that momentarily, just so you all can see it. And for those watching on the playback, this is our website. Again, for all the new people who are just coming in. So we are a movement, an organization based in Ma'at, the Natiru, House of Aten, which is an acronym for Ancient Tehuti and Teachings of Natiru, right? And we are representations of the Natiru. And so we have a structure and a system that we have created to, again, be able to build and raise up the consciousness of those who want Ma'at, which is truth, right? And so we have a shop section here that you can participate in: suitcases, desk mats, phone cases, short sleeve, long sleeve hoodies. We got youth shirts. We got coverings as well, bathroom sets, shower curtains, bottles, tumblers, and ebooks, where the great Saba Tehuti has 2 ebooks where you can come here and purchase as well: Stepping Out of the Matrix Volume 1 and Melanin Dark Consciousness. These are 2 fantastic, very Nefer ebooks, so utilize those. And here is our social media platform, Linktree. So come here to the Linktree, and here's the Discord as well, so you can join us on the Discord here. And this is where we keep communication going outside of the classes. We have monthly meetings where everyone comes in and builds, where everyone has time and space to share what's on their Ebe, which is the Medunetter word for heart. So make sure you join our Discord community, TikTok, Instagram, all of these social platforms. We are definitely working on building these, and soon we will be going live on TikTok as well, where it's a different platform and can do a little bit more and something different outside of YouTube as well, just to engage and reach people who haven't found us yet. So We're continuously growing and working. So everyone, make sure you follow us on TikTok, because we will be going live on TikTok as well. And here's all of our links up here: Twitter, WhatsApp, Discord, Spotify, for where the Sister Sherry Cobb takes the classes and cuts them to where it's only the teaching portions and some of the discussions in between, and in audio form. So you can definitely check out the Spotify. I create tones and music, and you can check out my SoundCloud and my website as well here. We also have a Patreon with exclusive content and discussions. Here, Truth Ministries for Saba Tehuti, Yasha Ben Israel, and I'll be adding more discussions, more debates, more classes to the Patreon, to the KHUNUM membership on the website, as well as here on YouTube. You can join the YouTube here. So if you go here and you see join right next to the House of Aten, you can join in, and you'll also be allowed to partake in exclusive videos that are not public. Okay, so Tua, and join us, House of Aten membership. Join our membership. We have 3 different tiers, and this will unlock all of the sections here: classes, debates, and Ma'at Fundamental Fridays. So Tua and everyone who's participating in that. And yeah, houseofaten.org, Tua, and consistently growing, and we appreciate everyone who's participating and supporting us on the website. Okay, great, brother. Menkhu Meri Maat, was you able to find that for us?
Yes, that's it.
Okay, great. Tua. So let's pull that up so we can let everyone know what we are judging on. So it's not just random, you know, it's a system. And let me, okay, yes, I see it. Excellent. Okay, let me share the screen here. All right, here we go. Judge sheet. So we have stage presence. Everything is based on a 1 through 5 scale. So stage presence is something that we will be looking at, the entertainment and engaging aspect as well, and the reaction from the crowd. We'll be paying attention to that as well. Originality, of course. We always dig to the origins, the ones who brought forth so many original thought processes. So we want to reflect that as well. So originality and crowd participation, that is something else that we will judge on. So it can go either way, and it does at times. So the wonderful contestants, this is what we will be judging on, this right here. So keep this in mind as you're preparing your performance and while you're doing it. So do your best to participate in all of these parts of the judging here. And if anyone has any questions on that, you can ask any questions too. Any questions? All right. All right. We know Big Vapes. He always participates in the talent shows. Definitely appreciate this great brother and the tones you bring forth. This will be Anu's first time participating in a talent show. So how you feeling, great brother Anu? Have you ever performed your spoken word before?
Not in front of this many people.
We love to hear it. First time. Excellent. Beautiful. Okay. So We'll start with Big Vapes. He was the first one to come up, so we'll make you center stage, great brother, and the floor is yours if you are ready. Okay.
Y'all hear me?
Yes. Give me one moment. Stop the music. Okay, we are ready.
All right, Big Vape, FKA Righteous, aka Ptah Damo. Henu to the panel, Henu to the chat. Ptah Buddha, Ptah Buddha, Ptah Buddha, Ptah Buddha. Buddha, ox, blue top, rocked. A leaf or relief, Paleo Hebrew to Phoenician stop, H and bullhead, hate and bull fed, bet, let me shine, illuminate, a concept of a lose that's great, wait, let it burn and awaken, earn. BPDT, please take your turn. To Ptah's, truth of gods, the open one, no Asia awakened, one consort of Sekhmet, Apu, sacred bull, opener, paid in full, a saucer rapist, can't face it, sitting in the middle of a snake pit, Siddharya, Gautama, descendant of an ox, great fat like papes, guap, not the brother, China bumps discovered. Ptah Buddha, Ptah Buddha, Ptah Buddha. From Kemet, not dumb and deaf, enlightened, frightened ones with tongues that's hexed. Next, the book of Ptah, ox awakener, drawn by the people themselves, going into self-correction. First laws of Ma'at, follow principles, gotta get to know how to guide many, search for flaws, plenty, then be a leader. You need to seek for no fault, so halt. Seek in silence, see it's private. Physique is primus, no need for finding. Love yourself, go within, hug yourself, you're chosen. In Ma'at and at the ready. Namaste, Ptah, Buddha, that's the medley. Buddha, Ptah, Buddha, Ptah, Buddha, Ptah. If you can, put bull emojis in the chat. Buddha, Ptah, Buddha, Ptah, Buddha, Ptah, Buddha, Ptah. Protect my aunt.
All right, great brother Anu, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
All right, let's make you center stage and the floor is yours.
I'd like to give a little context about this spoken word. It's spoken to people in the Matrix and evil people in the Matrix. I wrote this on February 7th, 2023 at 6:47 p.m. And I'm just here to participate. I'm going to make a song about Heru. He's the one that has come to destroy you. I know you sound a little upset. How familiar is Bahu Tet, Tet of Heru I am. Just like you're a follower of Uncle Sam. Man, you are, I am not. Face of Heru is me. For I am a netter, some word that you use that would begin with the G. I worship thy Trinity. Not your homie JC. Not those men that pretend to be the immortal existence that gave power to the Nesu BT. The one who is the great B, who sat upon the great seat. The seat being one of three. Osset gave birth to the chosen child who was meant to be one of the greatest destinies. The great one who was a seed of the everlasting one, immortal, son of a great one, Asar. He is everlasting. They all know who you are. He is one of the who makes up the real Trinity. None of this is finicky, like your plagiarized history. Some call this an ancient Kemetic mystery. Men always on the move, his vibration oh so smooth, set the netter going against his coup, swift at a party with no groove. The move also cruel. Set forgot the rules. Gruesome, in fact, it was a brutal act. Cut off his brother to be a ruler. Thought it would make him super. Ementet Asar arrived. Here there is no time. He is everlasting, the one who is fantastic. His boss shines bright like gold, son of Ra, the netters who never grow old. As the everlasting one endures, Set raises Heru, the chosen one of the Nile, the one of three who put Set in denial, contender of his rival, fighting for his survival. Neter to be the creator of Nesu Betes, one raised by his queen bee. He was only one of three, soon to be the ruler of all of thee. Isfetians hate him, don't even want to debate him. They deny his existence, however they look at his kindred. Garden is where we learn his garden trials he went through that allowed him to earn a reputation that's beyond amalgamation, a peculiar situation that the Tamahu keeps debating while Geb keeps rotating. It's interesting they keep ignoring the fact that Heru, Asar, Aset are black. They are the grandest creators. There is no room for debaters. Step to me with your whack knowledge and I'll split your head like equator because I'm full of different flavors. Come and watch your behavior because the Netter are always watching through my eyes. And if you're Isfet, it's always your demise. Manifesting of Ra I am. My masturbating creator that I am. Everlasting and persistent as men in the jet. I am the ram. Always going and going, not as fast as I can. Calm and collect before I stand on my. Matter of fact, I don't move a lot. Can't remember the last time I moved from this spot. Don't know where I was before this. It's because Mod is infinite. Strong as my ancestors before me. When I pass, they'll all adore me. Only because I will reclaim our spot. Know the power of sound and tongue and begin to watch. The cot is one big clock. Be careful what you think because tick tock. And if that was fire, put some fire in the chat.
All right, wonderful. So we're going to tally together our judge sheets. So just give us a few moments. I'll share the screen to play some music while we do this. Great job to Brother Big Vapes and Anu. Tua to you great brothers for coming forward and letting us hear your tones. And I love all the topics. So we'll take a few moments and me and the brothers will discuss in our group chat that we have. And so just give us a few and then we'll come right back and let everyone know our scores. So Hotep and Tua, and let me share the screen. And I will play my latest release called Dua in the meantime. Okay, here we go. This is ATTON.Tehuti.com. They fantasize, I analyze, I am the eyes. Yeah. They stand and lie, I stand in truth. That's my I am alive, I am alive, I am alive. I channel God, the frequency lives inside. Delinquencies leave aside, just look inside. I promise you'll find bodies the synagogue. You lie to self, then you sin to God. I take the end of lives, put it in a loop, then I tie a knot. This eternal life, this is HEKA. Ooh, we can never die. We are immortalized. They live mortal lives. I am more than man. I have God inside. Whoa. Opened the door and then I got inside. Found my inner child. Gave him a hug. Told him I love him. We gon' be alright.
and then I gave a smile. You made me more than proud. Shed some tears, let us scream aloud, a stand in pride. Grabbed his hand, it was the hand of God, our fingers five. Double time, we put hands to sky. Raise them high, raise them high. This is dua. Praise himself, praise each other, praise to health, that is the root to wealth. Praise comes from her, and it means to sell. See, that's what preachers do, buying souls, selling hell. Disguised as heaven, pushing P. Differences between prophet and prophecy. The Bible is a prop to see the lies of man, portraying God, open eye to see. Read. Telling tales of wanderings. I've been wondering, they don't know that we're the real wonders. Miracles, when I speak it thunders. Literal, you feel it under your flesh when your organs start to rumble. Heartbeat, you're listening to vibrations as my heart speaks. Stretch minds, I have far reach. Raj General, this is our me. This is pinnacle, step on sinister. Everyone is demons these days. Trust me, once you step to us, you will not leave as you came. See, we ain't the same, raising names. Real fame comes from Bach. It means to speak, to say. I have lots to say. My ancestors taught me how to pray, ask and receive. Given that you live in reciprocity, our Ba shall speak through you to give our message of praise. Hands raised, this is dua. This is dua. Light body emerges Kaaba. Give me high five. Hands up. This ain't a stick up. This is dua. Giving praise. They're only giving praise when they receive a raise. Like thank God. I receive a raise as I rise up every single day. Raise comes from res, giving life the sun's rays, hands embrace. Consciousness extinct, even the ones who think they are woke are still asleep. Resi means to watch and it deals with what you see. Resi means to dream and it's the tongue of the speech. Watch what you speak, bring dreams to reality. Watchtower, watch me tower over with power. This is more than hour, this is pure magic. Creation vibrations, layers on layers. Prayers on prayers, demon slayers, soul cakes of fire, caught up in a rapture like I need a baker. The Lord has risen, watch the bread rise, to give sustenance. I've seen death eyes, the moon is my left eye. Praise Yah, dua. This is House of Aten. I don't have a mask on. I'll tell you all what happened. I see they got the facts wrong, flow fluid. Walk with ancestors like Anpu is. Who's this Greek named Anubis? Prove it. I see bodies walking around soulless, clueless. Ani Ptah, don't compare me to Steve Jobs. Call me Ptah Sakar. If you need to do more research, search Ray. Hands in vagina plays when pray. Spitting seeds into the womb to birth and raise. See, that's parades. Give thanks like it's in your hands. Collect them plates, ancient stele. Step through fire. See, we trailblaze. Fate and faith. This is knowledge. Facts or flip or fake. Tell me what's at stake to give thanks. Hands raised. This is dua. This is dua. Light body emerges Kaaba. Give me high five. Hands up. This ain't a stick up. This is dua.
Anki en Maat un en es, nin tet aset en Maat, min habapet en Maat, her en hu kiui, her e kut. I live for Ma'at, I exist within her, I do not speak in the place of Ma'at, every day I advance towards Ma'at. My being is surrounded in darkness, I come forth as conscious light.
I do my best to do my best. Lead with the left, heart out my chest. By step out of the flesh. On my crown is the Nemes, Corona shining. I do my best to do my best. Lead with the left, heart out my chest. By step out of the flesh. On my crown is the Nemez, corona shining, serpent mind winding in alignment, straight from Orion, the origins, digging to the root, Kemp originals, the oracle speaking, your aura is gleaming, the sons of God, Amen Ra, who can't afford a reason to fall below your own means, meaning, reaching beyond the firmament, ceiling, I see linguistics tricking us deep into sleeping, the way we live inception, I must be dreaming, doubles, double L, square root, mirrors, reverse the image, my grip is slipping, almost forgot the point of the mission, statement, point out all the contradictions, blatant, truth lives where my eye is foundation, yeah, co-founded a nation, dictionary, study, spells can be scary, etymology, this here is completion, cycle circles, dualism wisdom, I peddle flowers, 2 eyes are watching to see through the double realm I'm healing, never out of what's within him, infinite reasons, just like my brother Arcad, always remain calm against demons. Death culture, to be alive here, it's a lie here. They crossed us into thinking that death isn't living. The lies are falling through my palms, arm wide holes in my hand. The Pope's in command, I demand the throne back. Ancient teachings, I'm a throwback. Picture that, see this moment here is cold that so black, I see through lies, why they hold that, ocean motions, I'm flowing through noon in the boats of consciousness, my tongue is rolling, planting seeds, sowing, knee of speaking, untangled quantum DNA, spitting frequencies, I hear Christians scream hallelujah, and this ain't that the name of God is God, I must bring the order back, the scales are tipping, in the court of Allah, moonshine, Tehuti is Yah, this here is Ptah, bulldozing, the one chosen, focus, when the light hits you, just open like lotus, melt your mind when in mind time is frozen, blow minds, my mind is golden, coat me in gold, I've got a gold coat round me like I'm Tutankhamun, like kids when you spell my name, put 3 lines in, scribe, presenting the law's findings, who's he, I me, an echo of Tehuti, yes, I do my best to do my best, lead with the left, heart out my chest, by step out of the flesh, on my crown is the Nemez, corona shining, we do our best to do our best. I look outside and all I see are people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. Look outside and all I see are people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. I am him, king, crown, rings, Nesu, I am in mindset of when fighting gens, sword, swing, samurai, I am Shem, Su, Hor, son of Heru, I am him, king, crown, rings, Nesu, I am in mindset of when fighting gens, sword, swing, samurai, I am Shem, Su, Hor, son of Heru, words powerful, HEKA, see, prove, you can feel the roots, gone, just look up, I am proof, breaking doors down, make some room, I is now speaking through me, and trust me, this is who you will respect if you choose or not, it is now not soon, you are not the same as I, we do not have the same sight, we do not have the same eye, we don't just talk, we apply from the waters in the sky. I spoke my name into life. I spoke my name to bring life, to bring life. Look outside and all I see are people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. Look outside and all I see are people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. I am him, Netter, Tehuti's Aten. God is inside of black men. Light skin, yet I'm dark as him. Dig to root truth, I am Kim. E.T. I'm not from this land. Originate from heavens. Choose to stand here once again on the truth of foundation. I'm here to raise consciousness. New dimensions fill the shift. Prove ascensions in my midst. Arms up, Kaba Hinu fist. I'm over the lies. Get me up out of this matrix. Thinking overthinking, looking over, sinking, blinking like my eyelid is broken. Focus on what the mission is. Soaking in wisdom, floating, showing I'm a light body, no flesh. I body this soul flex. I tore so many dark habits, now my solar plex. I'm here to break the spells, scribe. Everything is in reverse, so I'll break down the spelling. The revolution will be internalized. In turn, all eyes inside looking at I, yet I'm in the side of self, watching eyes like an Alex Gray mural. The third eye is really the first and the one that removes veils, whose marrying growth, prosperity, hope, solidarity shows I'm carrying loads on shoulders after burying broke mindsets. Duality through nines, acceptance through troubled finds. Dualism is really 2 in 1, which is not the same as a double mind. I come from one.
All right. Okay. All right. After tallying up and getting all of the judges' points system, we were able to add everything up and come to a winner of the HOA talent show here on the House of Aten, May 26, 2024. I wish I had a drum roll sound bite. Let's see what do I have. And the winner is, here is our winner, Anu, and the support who's right beside him, Antu. And let's give them a round of applause, as well as the great brother Big Vapes for coming up and giving us Ptah and Buddha.
May I make a request?
Absolutely.
May half of the money be sent to Big Vapes?
Yes, of course.
To all very much. To all for your
Yes.
participation, great brother.
Yeah, you
That's a
did great.
part EE.
You did very good.
That's a part EE move.
Yes, absolutely. The only place where something like this can exist. So definitely Hinu to both Anu and Big Vapes for coming up and utilizing the purr and coming forth and letting us hear your tones. We definitely need to hear that and let everyone hear and feel a piece of your ka and what goes on through your ka, your mind. And we definitely love to hear that. So Tua to both these great brothers, and per the request of Anu, we will send half of it to Big Vapes. So that's a very nefer request. So thank you very much, and we'll let both of you conclude. We'll let Big Vapes go first, and speak to us, good brother.
Hotep Ma'at, Henu to the panel, Henu to Anu, great presentation. Hello to the chat. I really enjoyed Anu's piece. I think that the cadence was fire. Um, the wordplay, the multis. He had a good confidence and presence. You know what I mean? And he had some good metaphors in there. So no, it was fire. So definitely well deserved win. So congrats.
All right, to our great brother. Yeah, fire as usual. And we definitely appreciate you coming forward and participating in, as you always do. So keep coming up every talent show we have. Bring us some more writings. Continue to keep doing your scribing, and looking forward to the next piece you bring forward. Peace. All right, great brother Anu. Give us the closing.
To Big Vapes for coming on and participating, for inspiring me to come on. Was definitely to for your nefer words about my presentation. And I'm not good with all the music stuff and stuff like that, so I don't even know what cadence and all that stuff is. But I do know that what you presented was absolutely nefer and flowed very well. It'd be a very good song to put in the car. Was definitely getting in the studio. I don't know, maybe on you. It'll bless you on a track. I don't know. You might have to talk to him. But so Tua very much, and Tua especially for participating before in other talent shows. I wasn't there for that, and for being in this one. You're definitely an inspiration. Definitely going to inspire people in the future, and it's going to be somebody that people look up to when they come on other talent shows. We might have like 15 other competitors next time. Who knows? So we gotta get ready. And Hotel Marie to House of Aten for giving this opportunity. I'm looking forward to Menkhu's class. It's going to be extravagant. Peace and love to everybody. Hotel.
All right, Hotep, Tua, both of you can check and make sure that you received your earnings, and let everyone know live if you received that, because it's just a wonderful thing. So let us know if you received it. All right. So Tua, to the great brothers, for participating, and we definitely send you much dua and adoration, and yeah, as we continue to grow and expand and continue to build confidence within the Ka, there will definitely be more people that will come forward and showcase what we do. And you never know the outcome, so there are no losers at all when it comes to this. Everyone here absolutely, because we're able to receive that what you give. Everyone here walks away with something. So it's just a beautiful thing, and the only place where something like this can exist. And you never know, everyone may just split whatever is given. So that's just the beauty of everyone who's here. So Tua and Hinu and Hotep, and we'll see both of you, and Antu, we'll see you in the chat. Hotep.
Hotep Murray. Peace.
Hotep.
Hotep. Minty says, all I saw was hot coals when I stepped in the building. Yes, Tua Minty. Tua for being here. Would have loved for you to come up too. But I know you said that you didn't get a notification. But you know, always we'll look forward to seeing next time, because we'll always have these talent shows, and it's just a beautiful thing. So Hinu and Tua, as you heard from the winners, both Anu and Big Vapes, that they received their payout. It was $50 winnings, and Anu decided to split half of it. So 25 went to Anu and 25 went to Big Vapes, and they confirmed they received those. So as everyone can see, in which what we always do, we always make sure to keep everything public so you all can see that this truly is my aunt here. And when we speak about something, when we bring something forward, it's accomplished. It's definitely done. So I'll let the great brother Menkhu Meri Maat speak. What you think about that, great brother?
Man, I'm a great lover of creators and artists, and so I feel like I'm in my element when people are performing. I get inspired by artists. So yes, I am always feeding off and working with artists. So congrats to both of you, Tua, for stepping up and being a part of the talent show, and definitely looking forward to our next one. Definitely looking forward to performances at the Pathway. So this is what it's all about. Just expression is so powerful and important. So Tua, to both of you for sharing your tones. Hotep.
Yes, Tua. We definitely appreciate everyone here. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Make sure it's set to all, because sometimes when it's just on, if it's not on all, it may not always notify you. And then sometimes you may have to unsubscribe and then resubscribe and then make sure it's set to all, just to make sure you get those notifications. So yes, Tua, everyone. We love everyone's participation in the chat as well. We was getting flames from Harass Did, Tua, Harass Did, for being here with us in the House of Aten Sunday class. Great to see you here in the chat. Ox Effect, Hotep, great brother. Definitely appreciate you. So now we'll give it to the great brother Menkhu Ara and allow him to reintroduce himself. So Hotep, and peace and love to you, great brother, and the floor is yours.
Tua, great brother. Looking forward to this share with everyone. I would love for the participation in the chat to continue in my share. So I'm excited to see what you all, your reactions and response to some of my questions. Okay. Peace, Hotep, everyone. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I will get started with the adoration. O Netter who loves KHUNUM, O letter writer of the Ennead, great one who dwells in come to me and give me counsel. Make me skillful in your calling. Better is your calling than any callings. It makes men great. He who masters it is found fit to hold office. I have seen many whom you have helped. They are now among the 30. They are strong and rich through your help. You are he who offers counsel. Fate and fortune are with you. Come to me and give me counsel. Come to me and give me counsel. I am a servant of your house. Let me tell of your valiant deeds. Wheresoever I may be, then the multitudes will say, great are they, the deeds of Tehuti. Then they will come and bring their children to assign them to your calling, a calling that pleases the Lord of strength, a calling that pleases the Neb of strength. Happy is he who performs it. I also am going to be sharing, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, an offering, which is the Hotep D Nasut, or the Hotep D Nesabiti, that I have added to my spiritual discipline. And it goes, an offering which the REE gives, the name and epithets, of one or more deities. Asar, Lord of Jadu, great deity, Lord of Abydos, the voice offering that lists the offerings to be given to the Ka of the deceased, that he may give a voice offering of bread, beer, meat, fowl, linen, alabaster, and all good and pure things, on which the deity lives, the name and titles of the person whom the offering is made, to the Ka of the revered ones, ancestors justified. Every decorated tomb and temple contain an offering prayer and or offering list designed to ensure eternal sustenance for the deceased. The offering prayer is often referred to the Hotep D Nasut formula, which consists of the words Hotep, D, to give, Nasut, king. The prayer generally consists of the wish that the king might satisfy the Neteru by running the country in such a way as to ensure that their offering tables are continually supplied, and the wish that the Neteru might grant the deceased a share of the food they receive. Thanks to the Nasuts. So here it is in the Middle Netzer, the Hotep D Nasuts. So I want to get better about my spiritual discipline and the offerings that I make. With that said, Khunu and Hotep, to Ani,
Looks like the great brother Menkhu Meri might have lost his connection, so we'll just wait momentarily for him to come back here. Let me come to the screen here. All right, Hotep. Technical difficulties here in this internet world. I think he's messaging me, so we will just be patient until he comes back up. I'm sure he'll be back up momentarily. So Khunu to the great brother. Looking forward to, again, what he's bringing forth. So yes, again, I just want to say peace and love to everyone who's here with us live and who's watching on the playback. Make sure you utilize those support links that you see scrolling across the bottom here. And that also reminds me, I'll post the replace the pinned message with the support links as well up at the top of the YouTube. So there it is. So yes, to our Hotep and Khunu, and yes, we definitely want to give our Khunu to everyone who participates in everything that we bring forward. And this is just part of the process of building up a community here, right? And it takes everyone's participation, and it's a beautiful thing to keep the movement in motion. And, you know, as an artist myself, I understand the difficulties of creating and finding and receiving benefit from it. And that's what the matrix creates. And so here at the House of Aten, this is why we reward coming forth and creating. So Khunu and Hotep to Anu and Big Vapes for stepping up and letting us receive, you know, what their Ka is wanting to express. Okay, let me see. Yeah, Menkhu Meri says he says his internet went down. So hopefully he can reset that and come back up, because we definitely want to receive his presentation. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is. So yes, houseofaten.org. Make sure you join our Patreon. We also have the Pathways to Awakening, the very first one on the Patreon from 2023. So you can go to the Patreon and purchase the digitized recording of the Pathways to Awakening. This year is going to be fire, and we'll also be live streaming it this year. So the House of Aten, is always growing, and so this year we'll actually be live streaming it. So we got a particular camera and been practicing on the background on how to stream on Twitch and these different things. So even right now we're streaming on Twitch, Facebook, House of Aten Facebook, Twitch, Rumble, Twitter when it wants to work. Sometimes Twitter doesn't work, but we'll definitely be live streaming the event. So everyone, make sure you come out, and next month we'll have more updates for everyone, and we'll start to roll it out so everyone can begin to start to purchase their tickets and get an idea of what you may need to be able to come out, which is always in Los Angeles. It's always in LA, California, because that's where the great Saba Tehuti is. So definitely looking forward to that. And so, yes, we'll just wait. I don't want to want to give the great brother time to reset his internet and come back up. So I want to make sure that his streamline of topic that he has going for this show to stay where it is. And so, and yes, and for those who want to support my music, as you saw, was shared my website, ATTON.com. And the reason why I'm going with that is really because of just the legalities of the names when it comes to, you know, creating different businesses or entities for yourself. And so, and not to mention, you know, when you type in that in Google, all of my stuff will come up, either Ani Ptah or Aten Tehuti. So that's why I'm utilizing that tone and that sound vibration through my artistry now, aside from SCRIIBE, because you can look up different artists who have these tones. So just to separate that and allow myself to be easily found, and I want the name to be consistent throughout all platforms. So I'm working on transferring everything over to that. So you can go to ATTON.com and download those projects. You can download that song I just played, which was Dua, and you can also support me. I have a system set up to where you can support with whatever you would like to support with. It's a free will support. There's no dedicated price to what it is that I bring forth. And so sometimes I'll have it to where it's just free, or but everything is always pay as you want. So definitely support your artist. And this is what you see us doing here at the House of Aten, is supporting our artist. Right? Support the artist, because if you know anything about the teachings, and we teach on sound vibration and how important it is, and light vibration. So it's sound and light. So in our creation stories, we see of the Natiru speaking and bringing things into existence from the Ebe. And I've done many classes on this process, and even breaking it down biologically and showing the Ebe and showing the trachea of the Nefer, and where the sound vibration originates from. and how it travels up your body. So before you even are able to express something outwardly, it exists within you first. So that vibration comes from within you, and what is within you is then expressed. So nothing nobody says isn't a part of them. So it's very easy to see the resonance or the frequency of where someone is vibrating at based on how they speak. When you understand how vibration works. So this is why we support our artists, as well as the ones who bring forth drawings, because we utilized both of them. Right. And so you see the art on the wall, on the papyruses, on the stelas. It's a beautiful thing. So definitely support your artist, because not everyone is dependent upon these large labels, which give you a large upfront bad loan. So we don't want that. We want to be able to build and create and keep our currencies and our frequencies within the circle. So to our great brother Anu for posting the website link. That is one of them, scribe.io. That is one of them, and this one as well. And I don't think I added this to the list that I have for you. But here is the second one as well. And this will be the main one that I'll be utilizing as I continue to traverse forward, is AtenTehuti.com. But you can still use scribe.io as well. So to our great brother for posting that. And just let me post the let me post the StreamYard link if anyone wants to just come up and build with me momentarily until the great brother Menkhu can reset his internet. He said there's storms. I know there's storms where I'm at. So we'll let him reset, and then we will bring him back up. And two out for everyone who is supporting, and I'll show the support after the class as well. So yes, two out for everyone who's utilizing those links. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So yes, and make sure everyone is tuned in with us tomorrow and Tuesday. We'll also be going live, as we'll have the sisters coming up and teaching tomorrow, Monday, at 6 p.m. Central Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time. We will have Nefra Keperet coming forward and giving her first class and presentation. I'm definitely excited for everyone to be able to receive that and see what she has to speak on and teach on, which is something that I've never personally seen anyone teach on what she'll be teaching on and bring it forward. So it's very exciting, and everyone will learn something new for sure. And as well as Tuesday, the Nefra sister Sherry Ka, formerly known as, will come forward, and she also has some fantastic, beautiful information that she's going to be bringing forth as well. And yeah, I'm excited for y'all to receive the for the aku of the sisters. And just having the lovely sisters come up and teach, you know, I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be fire. I'm looking forward to, I know I want Minty Hotep to put together a class. I definitely want you to come up and teach as well. On too. I definitely want Antu to come up and teach as well. It's a wonderful thing. So definitely look forward to that. Make sure you have it locked in. So 4 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Central time, Monday, which is tomorrow, the 27th, and Tuesday, the 28th. So, you know, as everyone sees here, House of Aten is doing things no one else is doing. This isn't just a YouTube show. This isn't just a no, it's so much bigger than that. And everyone has a beautiful part to play, and everyone is doing it wonderfully. So Hinu and Tua to the sisters for coming up, and Tua for that. So let me check with the great brother and see if he is able to reset or not. Because I do not, if he's not able to come back on, then I'll present something, and we'll just set up another live for him to come back and do his show. But I don't want to present anything for when if he's gonna come right back. Okay, give me just one moment. Okay, yeah, he says he's still working on it, so may have to get that brother a new modem to make sure that we keep connected. So someone hit the link, join me on the panel so we can build. Hit the link, someone, and just to build, just to hold space for the great brother Menkhu Meri Maat. And if not, then I may just go ahead and just present something. So we want to definitely get the brother time. I don't want to stop and then restart all the streams, but this is just part of the process. So I guess we'll just continue to hold it up. Let me. Oh, I want to show this too. Let me share the screen and show this from Tehuti.com. So when you go here, you can click download. You can choose your price, and if you just want to download it and you don't want to necessarily just support, and you can just type in 0.00. It'll allow you to download. So that's how you download it. And so I also have a store here where everyone can go and purchase merch to support me, support me as an artist. Ani Ptah Aten Tehuti, and here's my logo, which is Ptah, right, with Tehuti within the head of Ptah, and that comes from the Shabaka stone, right, and we see it. Matter of fact, let me see if I can. So when you see Tehuti in the head of Ptah, it's Tehuti came through Ptah as Ptah was doing creation, and so this is what I am. This is what my logo is. So everyone can go here to the store, and I have multiple shirts here in different colors. If you all want to support me and represent me as an artist here. Oh, okay, here we go. The great brother is back with us. He's here. I'm glad you're back, great brother. I was like, I don't want to teach anything. I just want to wait for you to come back.
So I don't even know where to start with this internet when I'm teaching. So, but I'm back. I'm here. I'm ready.
All right. Give a great brother. KHUNUM, keep them here. Keep the internet flowing.
Yes.
We need the class.
Yes, I'm ready. Sorry about the sorry about the technical difficulties, everyone. So for your patience, I am ready to get back in it.
All right, to our great brother, peace.
Okay, I'm gonna share screen. Try this one more again. Okay. So, before I was so rudely interrupted, I was giving adoration to Ptah for this wonderful, powerful thumbnail that he created and everything else that he does with the House of Aten, which is a lot. So to you, great brother. So basically what we have a schedule of when we teach, and when it's my turn, I've gotten much better about sharing what I'm gonna present and the image that I would like to go with what my presentation or my share would be. And I give them the title, and then I give them a description of what the image I have in mind. But of course, Ptah, that you all know how extremely talented, how much a creative he is, just a brilliant genius mind. And he adds his flavor to my ideas. So it's a very powerful team effort. As you can see, the ANKH and Meta Netter and the HEKA. You can see the ANKH, and you can see the brother with the LOCS. And I believe those are cowrie shells in his headdress. And so maybe one time I'll do a share on LOCS. And there are images in the MERS and the ANKHs with images of brothers with LOCS. And so LOCS were the headdress. Oh, this is fitting. LOCS were the headdress of the priests, the seers, the warriors, and the prophets. So this headdress meant something. It wasn't just people wearing it because it was a trend or a style. The headdress linked with the culture and the lifestyle during this beautiful, beautiful era in history. So this exploration is not about me reintroducing myself. It is about what our ancestors said and what they taught us regarding several concepts and how the Matrix reintroduced these concepts to trick us. So the order is Ma'at, or creation, the TEPI, and what the ancestors said about themselves. The order is ancestral artifacts over religious and the Matrix opinion. That is the order. That is the origin. And that's why we follow the ancestors and the Neteru, because they are the superior creators, the original creators. We will explore the origin versus the modern day teachings to return back to the origin, the Zep-Tepi, the time before time, the first time. So I'm going to share a couple pages, a couple paragraphs from E.A. Wallace Budge, Egyptian Magic, starting in chapter 5. According to the story of the creation, which is related in the Papyrus of Nessi Amsu 103, before the world and all that therein came into being, only the great Neter, Neb-er-Chichur, existed, for even the Neteru were not born. Now, when the time had come for the Neter to create all things, he says, I brought, i.e., fashioned my mouth, and I uttered my own name as a word of power. And thus I evolved myself under the evolutions of the god Khepera, the Neter Khepera. And I developed myself out of the primeval matter, which had evolved multitudes of evolutions from the beginning of time. Nothing existed on this earth before me. I made all things. My name is Asar, the germ of primeval matter. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And so in this exploration in my share, I'm going to be talking about how there was the original, and then because there was a separation, different concepts were reintroduced to us by conquistadors or people who thought we should know their interpretation. And so this is the etymology dictionary: to introduce again or anew, reintroducing. So I have a question for the chat. And this is just us kind of dialoguing and building about different concepts, or just what you may think or what you may feel. And we'll get deeper and deeper in this exploration and just kind of see what we discovered together. And I just want to hear your tones on this particular subject. Excuse me. So the question is, are you the magic or are you the trick? Y'all probably like Tef always said, where is he going with this? You all will see. And so just everything that's happening in the House of Aten and with the the master classes that we get from our Saba Tehuti, and just in your own discoveries. I want to ask this question: are you the magic or are you the trick? So I'm gonna check the chat and see if we're getting any participation. See what people think. Yes, Maharu said both. I like that answer. Let me see. Antu said, I'm so excited for both classes this week from both of the Nefer Sent tour. Yeah, I'm excited for that too. Maharu said, Nefer HEKA Set Dua. Angela Gates said the magic. Yes. Menkhu Nook said HEKA. Big Vape said HEKA. Ooh, beautiful. I love these answers. So I wrote something down too. I said maybe we are both, or maybe you're just the HEKA, or maybe you're the trick and you don't know that you're the trick. And so my exploration is going to be, I want to touch on don't be tricked out of being the magic. Don't let things that we created and our history and who we are, let us not be tricked out of the magic that we are. And we are extremely grateful that Saba is helping us return to our original self. And great teachers like, great leaders like Ani Ptah and Primordial Thought 9 and Atef and their leadership, and everyone else that are making a contribution to the House of Aten. I feel like we are on the right path to not just be tricked or the trick. So I want to be very clear. This is the disclaimer. I will not be teaching about HEKA, HEKA, but I will address two of the purposes of HEKA according to our ancestors and the followers of Ma'at, who were and are, here's the question, who were and are the magicians and the purpose of magic. Let me repeat that. Who were and still are the magicians, and the question is, what is the purpose of magic? Now, I do not claim to be a magician. We know that our master teacher, Saba Tehuti, is a magician. And I kind of just want to explore with you all and build on then versus now. That is a part of this exploration. Yes, Menkhu Nook said Tehuti. Anu said magic HEKA. Antu said HEKA. Menkhu Nook said healing. And Big Vape says the Netaru. Tua, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful community. Beautiful, beautiful people. Tua for your participation in the chat. I really appreciate it. So what was the purpose of so-called magic or HEKA then versus now? We will explore. Menkhu Nook put manipulating this matrix. Tua, great brother, you are a great mind. Tua for your participation in the chat. So here's another question. This is to get to the bigger question. When you think of magic or HEKA, besides Saba Tehuti, what do you think of? What do we want to see from a magician? What is the crescendo, I should say? What is the If you go to a magic show, what are you hoping to see? Menkhu put nature altering to a great brother for that. When you think of magic or HEKA, what do you think of? An illusion. Yes, Big Vapes. Tool for that. Great, great, great answer. Maharu put something in the chat. Let me see. Manipulate matter and shows supernatural. Okay, Tua. Menkhu said, a rabbit coming out of a hat. Yes, and what is that called? What is that called, Menkhu, when they pull a rabbit out of a hat? Or anybody else? What is the main thing, the big thing people go to see a magic show for? Don't think too deep on this. It's the basic. Yes, Maharu, a trick. Absolutely. Is this what you think of when you think of a magician? Yes, Angela Gates says a trick. To you all for your participation. Menkhu said a magic trick. Exactly. And so when we think of HEKA and magic, is it two parts? Is it one part? Are we just focused on the trick? Are we more interested in the magic? And so this is what I want to explore. And also keep in mind, this presentation is about things being reintroduced to us. So the question is, has magic been reintroduced to us that is different from what the Netaru would say magic is? When we watch a magician or a magic show, what do we want to see from a magician? You all already answered that. A magic trick. Maharu said yes. Menkhu did 3 axes. Inu, great brother. Angela Gates says the movie The Illusion was good. I don't know if I saw that, but I may have to check that out. Tour. Okay, let us move on. So this is the etymology of the word trick. Let me make this a little bit bigger so you all can see it and I can see it with my young eyes. The definition of trick is a cheat, a mean ruse, trick, deceit, treachery, treating from trickier, to deceive, to cheat, variant of Old French trichier, to cheat, trick, deceive, of uncertain origin. That's what I want to get into. That's what we're going to get into together. Of uncertain origin. So a lot of this has been inserted into the matrix. This says, oh, this is interesting. It says of uncertain origin, probably from vulgar Latin, tricker, from Latin triviary, be evasive, shuffle, from tricka. Let me see. Trifles, nonsense, a tangle of difficulty of unknown origin. So remember that, of unknown origin. So that is what we've had to deal with until we've come into this energy of Ma'at, which equates to truth, which is to inspect to examine and to see. Let's see what is going on in the chat. Maharu said, my favorite movie is Harlequin. And Nook said, Trick or Treat. Okay, I have another question. Okay, we're really gonna kind of get into it now. This is going to be a shift that's going to happen right here. So, of course, I know you all know this answer, but just for the sake of the progression of this exploration, this presentation, this share, what is this that you see on the screen? Can anybody, I know you all know what this is. Just humor me. What is this that you see? What is this called? And what is the purpose of this? If you could add in the chat, what is this? Maharu said a wand. Okay. Yes, Angela Gates said a wand. Anyone else? Tua, thank you all for your participation, your genius minds. I'm so happy we're having more teachers or more presenters coming into our teaching, presenting family. Big Vape said, a wand to distract. I feel like Big Vapes, I feel like you know about magic. Maharu said, used to perform a magical feat. Okay, Tua, yes. Let's see, Nook said, magic wand, enhance a magic trick. Tua. I want to be clear, I am not teaching about magic. My share is my discovery of then versus now. So can anyone tell me what is this in the middle of the screen? Can anyone tell me what that is? Ani can't answer. Ani and Atef and Primordial Thought 9 can't answer. Saba can't answer either if he's in the chat. Can someone please tell me what this is? Maharu said an elephant horn. Okay, let's get some more guesses. Nook said a horn. Okay, let's get some more participation. Angela Gates said, I don't know. For all of your participation. Anyone else? Maharu said a tusk. Okay. Maharu, what kind of tusk do you think this is? Can you share more? Can you elaborate on your answer? What is this? Why would I be sharing a tusk right now? Big Vape said a bullhorn. Okay. Tua, genius minds. Maharu said an elephant. Okay. Thank you all for your expressions, for your answers. Now this gets good. And so you can find what I just shared with you in the Met Museum, the 5th Avenue, in Gallery 111. Nook said a boomerang also. And see, so this is in the Met Museum, 5th Avenue in Gallery 111, CA 1981-1640 BC. I'm going to share with you all what this is. Here's another picture of a different one. Let me zoom in so you all can see it a little bit better. Can you all see what's on there? Can you see what's on the image? Take a good look. See if you can tell what's on here. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. I'm gonna keep going. I don't know how this looks on YouTube, but Can anybody see what's on there? I'm sorry about that. Put it in the chat if you can see. There anything on what you thought this might be? Okay, I'm gonna scroll down and then I'm gonna go to the next image. No answers in the chat. So this is a wand. Not only is it a wand, it's a very specific kind of wand. And so Maharu said, I see Basset. So I'm gonna just do another disclaimer. I'm not teaching magic. We have our master teacher, Saba Tehuti, the Magic Mondays. Yeah, I think you have to be at a high level to teach. To be a magician, that's something that you have to practice and dedicate your life to. And as it pertains to being a follower of Ma'at and in this energy, that is something that is reserved for our master teacher. So I am not teaching about magic. I'm just sharing with you what happens in my spiritual discipline and my individual researching as a part of my spiritual discipline and what I'm learning. I'm just sharing information that I am discovering. So me too, I am a student just like you. And so this is a apotropic wand. Here shows signs of wear on one tip, suggesting that it was used over a period of time before being placed in the tomb. Why would you put a wand in the tomb? Has anybody ever heard of this? Is this what happens at funerals in this day and time? Do people put wands in caskets? Why would what is this whole thing? And so I will share a little bit more. The wand is decorated on one side with the figures of protective deities that carry knives to ward off evil forces. Oh, that's interesting. I've never heard of this before. Has anybody ever heard of this before? You put it in the chat. Is this new information to you? Have you heard this before? From a historical standpoint, or for like I was just asking now, had anyone been to a funeral where they put a wand in the funeral or in the casket? Let me know. So wands such as this were a common feature in burials of the late Middle Kingdom. They were usually carved out of hippopotamus ivory and still retain the shape of a hippopotamus tusk, line canine. These teeth are a hippo's most powerful weapon and make the animal one of the most dangerous animals. I should have added this in my share, that one of the leading ways that people get unalived in the areas where hippopotamus lives, because they don't realize how aggressive and powerful hippopotamus can be. Let's share a little bit more about the wand and what it was used for. the hippopotamus tusk, the hippopotamus teeth. Why would they put that? Why would you put a hippopotamus tooth in the tomb? So also let's look at this word, because this is new terminology to me. Has anybody heard of this term before? Put it in the chat if this is your first time hearing about this wand and hearing about this term. Is anyone familiar with this term? Share it in the chat if you are. I'm gonna make this a little bigger so I can see it, you can see it too. Apotropiec, having the power of averting evil influence. Averting evil from apotropian, to turn away. Avert from apu, off, away. And at the bottom it says amulet, etc., reputed to avert evil. Oh, interesting. So let me go to the next slide. Some wands like this one and 15.3.197 are inscribed on the front with the words protection of day and protection of night. Another wand in the collection, 08.200.19, has a longer inscription on the back, indicating that it was used to protect a child. Although their exact use is unknown, these wands seem to have provided protection during birth and early in life. They were also placed in tombs to offer protection of the deceased at his or her rebirth. This is interesting. Let's talk about this a little bit. So some of the wands were inscribed protection of day and protection of night. And it was used to protect a child. And these wands seem to have provided protection during birth and early in life. Why would that be needed? Why would that be something our ancestors would want for children? And then once again, they were also placed in tombs to offer protection of the deceased at his or her rebirth. So this is interesting. Why would someone need protection if they were deceased? Let's see what is being said in the chats. Maharu said, wow. Maharu said, no, first time. Hefe said, first time hearing this. Big Vape said, first time hearing. Hefe said, I like. Hearing about the HEKA. Angela Gates said, all new to me. Hefe said, been meaning to get into the Metal Magic Mondays. Tua, yes, you have to get into the Metal Magic Mondays. Very important. So this information intrigued me because the wand has been reintroduced to us. So these are the original wands. And I don't know, do you all think that the wand is for a trick? I don't think the wand was created for a trick. This seems to have a more substantial purpose than entertaining people. And this isn't no disrespect to magicians and what they do, because you know that's how they make their living. And if you're good at it, if you become an expert at it, that's a powerful thing to perfect a skill that people want to see and would pay to see this. And so there's quite a few very famous magicians. Some of them, I think we all know the different magicians, but I think this is really powerful for us to know where some of these things originated, like I said previously. So here are a few more pictures of wands. Ancestral artifacts of religious opinions. So I think these images are much easier to see. Can you all see the images on these a little bit better, especially the top one? I think you can see a little bit better. What are some of the images on these? Can you all make them out? So these are wands. Pretty interesting. So what comes to mind when you look at this picture that I'm about to show you? Big Faith said Kepara to a great brother. What is the title of the man with his head cover? He has something on his head. What is it? And what comes to mind when you see this image? What is he called? What is his title? Minty said, I see a cheetah. To a great sister, yes. It was various animals on the wands that I just shared. What are we looking at? Minty said, cheetah print symbolizes the priest or priestesses. Great answer. Big Vape says, Pope with a fish head. Ani Ptah said, a killer. This is how I was laughing when Sabo was doing his testimony and said on his resume is burning up schools. Hefe said a dragon wannabe. What's the popular general answer of what people would say who this man is or his title? Thank you all for your shares in the chat. A pope? Okay, we could go with pope. Let's see. Ani Ptah shared what he said, the pokey? I can't make this out, I'm sorry. My old eyes. The epoch. I'll ask Ani when we get back on the stream. Hefe said, Dragon, Sumerian fish god. Okay. Cool. All right, thank you all for your shares. Yeah, the Pope or priest is what came to mind when I saw this image. And so I have another question, lots of questions, and some comments too. So the role of a priest is a very honorable role. And so I'm going to share a little bit about then versus now, and the priests as it pertains to the followers of Ma'at and Kemet. The visual, the image of priest and Kemet, and the image of what we see as priests now are very different. And so I want to talk about in our culture, in our spirituality, immortality is very important. Followers of Ma'at put much significance on immortality. So who is deserving to hold that title, the priest? So this goes back to something, and I hope I quoted it right, that Angela Gates shared in the chat about Saba Tehuti that was so accurate and so powerful and eloquent. She put in the chat, for the work no one else is brave enough to do. And so I'm curious why more people aren't interested in being priests. When I think of like our generation, or like I'm older, but when I think of pop culture and when I think of even my friends and my family, the priest is such an honorable role to have. And I'm wondering, why aren't more people interested in being a priest? What do you all think? Why are any of you interested in being a priest? What do you think of when you think of a priest? Does that sound like a good role to have, or a position to have, or a job? I don't think I've ever met anyone that says, I want to be a priest. Of course, if you come out of Christianity, we see a lot of people that look like me, or more people who are interested in being reverends. If you grew up in Christianity, I think there's a distinct difference. And so it's really interesting how, when I think of the history, and I'm going to share more about the role of the priest then, and it's really interesting how we uplift different things in our society, but we don't really uplift the priest. And so the reason why the priest is such a powerful and important role, because in our culture and our spirituality, the priest is the one that is ushering beautiful souls into the afterlife. This should be a magical, sacred ceremony instead of the traumatic, sad events that we call funerals. And so I don't know about you all's experiences, but there's nothing magical or sacred about any of the funerals that I've been to. And I've been to a lot of funerals, more funerals than probably anyone should go to in their lifetime. and what I'm imagining and reading and discovering about immortality and entering into the afterlife, and the funerals that are had in this day and time in my life is totally different. And so this is another thing that has been reintroduced to us, the death culture and how we do funerals and who is in a position and the ceremony that takes place when we go into the afterlife. A funeral should be, or when someone is entering into the afterlife, it should be way different. And so a very special kind of person should be facilitating this ceremony. And that has not been my experience. Maybe your all experiences have been different, but it's amazing how the emphasis that we put on certain positions in our society, opposed to like a position of a priest, from how our ancestors facilitated those ceremonies. We put more emphasis on sports and entertainment than something as special as ushering a soul into the afterlife. So to me, the priest should be more celebrated in a more magical, important role in our society than an actor or a lot of other things that are glamorized in our society. So anyone interested in being a priest? Let's see. Let me see what anybody said. Anu said, sounds like an excellent role within Ma'at. You a great brother. F.A. said, I was interested in being a spiritual teacher such as y'all, but nowadays people are money motivated or are priests in the wrong tradition. To a great brother, that is 100% correct. I really like what you added as well. Yes, that from what we're learning, right? Like, I had a conversation with Saba about this as well, because in my mind, I was like, I want Saba, or when I pass and transition into the afterlife, I want my ceremony to be more Kemetic, or based on ancestral artifacts, or based on the spirituality and the culture that we're in. And Saba was telling me about there are laws on how funerals have to take place. And so the Matrix has a monopoly on how our sacred ceremonies take place. And these are great. I'm hoping I motivate some one-on-ones if Saba will do them. Some questions that you can ask about Saba, because I don't want my transition to happen in a Christian church at all. And so I want my ceremony to reflect who I am now and our ancestors. And actually, I read an article about the ceremonies that take place now in churches, and most of our communities are more tied to a very traumatic thing that happened in our history, more than it's connected to our true identity and our true history. So what was the purpose of the priests then? So here is one of the meta-netter terms for priest is STEM, which is an assistant. So the priests were assistants in the spirituality and the culture and in the temples of Kemet. So I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. So also the priests were servants or like servants because they served the Par-EEs, and they served the culture in a very powerful way. So one of the titles for the priest was a lector priest. And so there's the chief lector priest, who was the highest ranking lector priest in a temple. The chief lector priest managed the temple's archives of ritual texts. The term for a chief lector priest, Hari Tepi, was so closely associated with magic that in late Kemetic language or Egyptian language, the shortened form Hari Tepi became a general term for magician. And so the priests were magicians. So let me share more about the lector priests. The lector priest, or literally the carrier of the book of rituals. Ancient Egyptian Hari Hebtet was an ancient Egyptian religious occupation or occupational title. A lector priest was a priest in ancient Egypt or ancient Kemet who recited spells and hymns during temple rituals and official ceremonies. Such priests also sold their services to laymen, reciting texts during private, there's that word again, apotropaic rituals or at funerals. As such, they were some of the most prominent practitioners of HEKA, in ancient Egypt. In ancient Egypt, or in ancient Kemetic literature, the lector priests are often portrayed as the keepers of secret knowledge and the performers of amazing magical feats. Lector priests wore a sash across the chest that indicated their position. So I'm going to read part of this again. Such priests also sold their services to laymen, reciting texts during private, apotropaic rituals or at funerals. As such, they were some of the most prominent practitioners of HEKA in ancient Kemet. In ancient Kemetic literature, lector priests are often portrayed as the keepers of secret knowledge and the performers of amazing magical feats. The lector priests wore a sash across the chest that indicated their position. And so I have meta-netter from Gardner's, the Hari Hebtet, the lector priest, he who is under, carries the ritual book, I was a priest together with my father, TEPI, when he was upon earth. Just want to share this one more part again. A lector priest was a priest in ancient Kemet, who recited spells and hymns during temple rituals and official ceremonies. So this is interesting, as I am almost a year and a half since I received my Ren. I hope this inspires some of you to receive your Ren. If it's been a year or whatever arrangements you made with our Master Teacher Saba Tehuti, maybe you can get your Ren at this year's Pathways to Awakening. Let me just look at the chat and see, catch up with the chat. Hefe said, oh, I read that. Minty Hotep said, accountability and integrity is essential in this role. Most are in lack of this understanding. Hotep. Wonderful. So this is what I received from Saba when I received my Ren. So I'll make this a little bit bigger. And there's a specific reason why I'm sharing this. And it's on the next slide. So I'm sorry, this is a little blurry, but I think you'll be able to make out the thing that I want to highlight when I make this a little bit bigger. And so I am still learning, and I am still coming into catching up with all that my name means. And it's in the intro. It's in the intro when I'm introduced by the wonderful, powerful, great Menkhu Meri Maat. And so one of the meanings of my name, Menkhu, or Menkhu, you all may not be able to see this. I'm trying to put a arrow on here. But this says, perfect in the knowledge of spells and of gracious disposition. So I wanted to share that because the priests were known well, the lector, at least the lector priest, was a priest in ancient Kemet who recited spells and hymns during temple rituals and official ceremonies. So that's why I'm here, and I want to be perfect in my knowledge of spells and continue to be led and guided by the Netaru, the ancestors, and our Master Teacher Saba Tehuti. So, Tua to our Master Teacher Saba Tehuti for my Ren. Under his teachings and guidance, it is an honor to learn, and I am very, very fresh as a student and learning how to become perfect in the knowledge and spells to snap us out of hypnosis. So I want to touch on something that I shared earlier with the wand, right? The wand from KEMET. The wand was for protection. And so I want to become perfect in the knowledge and spells, not only to snap us out of his hypnosis, but for also to learn how to protect myself, our Saba, all of you in the house of Aten, and anyone else that I love and want to protect. So this is from what I'm going to be sharing from the introduction of the book, The Role of the Lector in the Ancient Kemetic Society. So this is actually page 1. And it says, the author is Rittner, 1993220-33. In his discussion on HEKA analysis, the diverse practitioners who were involved in its practice, among them being the lector. He recognizes that lector as a ritualist who officiates at the temple, state, and funerary ceremonies. And he particularly associates the chief lector, the Hari Tebs, and the Hari Tepi with magical practices. He notes how the title became a bridge to Hari Teh in late Kemetic and became the word for magician. So did anyone before this share equate the priest with a magician? So this is the reintroductions that have happened and erasing and retitling and renaming things so that we don't know this. So before my own research, I never equated the priest with the magician. So I have to ask this question, and you could ask this question to Saba as well, if he considered himself a priest. And so what is interesting is if we cross paths and we discovered Saba Tehuti, the priest, on the Killer Priest podcast. And so I know Saba consider himself as a magician, but I don't know if he considers himself a priest. But you could definitely ask him, and in all the ways that we see him, maybe another title has been added to his resume. Make this a little bit bigger so you all can see it, and I can see it as well. Excuse me. Rittner extensively engages with both primary sources and secondary literature when considering the many examples of the lector in magical practices and performances. He notes the non-exclusive nature of the occupation of the lector in the Old Kingdom, And this is a feature that can also be recognized throughout Kemetic history. 1993, 228, 1058. The officials of the Middle Kingdom through to the late period routinely listed LECTOR among their many titles, and the accumulation of numerous titles by individual was a typical feature of the ancient Kemetian elite. So here is, this is from Budge's Egyptian dictionary. This is the meta-netter definition of a priest again, and it is the sim. It is a kind of priest, and the priest was a director. So the priest is directing ceremonies, and the priest is directing through HEKA, HEKAU. The priest is the overseer of the sim priest. So this is an image of a priest from Kemet who is standing on Ma'at. So her Nefer was a divine father and prophet of Amun and Karnak, the great temple complex of the Kemetian god Amun, where his statue stood. His assured, striding, bare-chested figure evokes Kemet's long tradition, but here it is combined with sweet features and a smooth, egg-shaped head like a newborn. This last is a style that probably signals the wish for rebirth into the afterlife. So death culture gives us something very different than what all of this is that I'm sharing with you. So what are the different kinds of priests? There's different roles and different kinds of priests, and I will share those with you. I'm gonna stop sharing and then I will pop into a different share. Okay, there was the WAB. The majority of priests were WABs, as this was the entry-level position into the temple. The word WAB translates to pure one. There were ranks within the WAB position, either as a regular WAB or great WABs. Translated as WAB EE, WAB served in temples and tombs and had not distinguished dress or had no distinguished dress or hairstyles. In mortuary cults, a WAB was to carry offerings during the funeral processions and thereafter periodically supplying the tomb chapel with additional offerings. During ceremonies and festivals, they would carry the sacred boat for the netter, Although this is the lowest level of purity and had the least amount of access to the temple, it was still considered a prestigious title. Another title for the priest is the HEKA, translated to servant of the Ka. This rank belonged to the funerary cults and meant you were responsible for the offerings left by individuals for the deceased tomb. HEKAs also handled the deceased family disputes. With regards to these priests who deal with the invocation offering for us and who act on behalf in the necropolis, they shall not let our children, our wives, or any people have power over them. So who would you rather? I don't want to volunteer anybody, but I have a different image and a mindset of a priest now. And if you would have asked me before coming into Ma'at, if I would want to participate in any ceremonies and rituals and ushering someone who also is in Ma'at into the afterlife, and now with what I know about immortality and our spirituality and culture, this is a role I would proudly want to participate in. And so I don't know about you and what your plans are when your time comes for transition, but everything has shifted. Everything has shifted for me. And, you know, if the leaders in the HOA took on this for the members, I would proudly want to help in one of these roles. So Tua Tasaba Tehuti and the HOA and those who are brave enough to do the work no one else will do. Definitely shout out to Angela Gates for bringing this into our consciousness. Let us continue to being reintroduced to our true self and the teachings of the Neteru. So two of the many purposes for magic or HEKA was to protect and to heal. And so I hope you have a new understanding for different kinds of magic, different purposes for magic. The priest now, compared to the priests back then, and the purposes of the priest and the different titles of the priest. I'm gonna try and share a video that I discovered, and I want you to listen closely to what there's gonna be a little girl, she's gonna say something, and just pay attention to the whole video, but I want you particularly to listen to what this young lady says. Let me see if I can share this easily.
Balloon, I've made a clean getaway. Well, looky there, a shooting star, and it's heading this way. A deserted island. Well, at least I can eat me Lucky Charms in peace.
Wow, they're marshmallowy delicious.
Oh no, more kids! I've got to get away. But how? There's a big star-shaped hole in my balloon. Maybe there's an answer in my magic rainbow. Let's see. Moons, hearts, diamonds, stars. Oh, did I say stars? Magic rainbow, make a match. Turn that star into a patch. Take me away, star balloon. Whoops.
Kids, now for the first time ever, it's a marshmallow inside a marshmallow.
The stars in the balloon. Wow. Doubly delicious.
It's the magical part of a complete breakfast.
New in specially marked boxes of Lucky Charms.
I don't know if you caught what she said, where she said something delicious. Hopefully you all caught it. So allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Menkhu Meri Maat, and I hope you see how consistently the Matrix is taking our original teachings and reintroducing things to us, so we don't have the proper teachings, so that we can focus on being the magic and not being the trick. It is very important that we are not tricked by the Matrix. And to our Saba Tehuti and the HOA and the leaders and the teachers and the presenters who are trying and are making sure that we are the magic and we're not the trick, and that we're not focusing on the trick, because it's very easy to focus on the trick of this thing that they want your attention on, but our attention has to be on what happens before the thing that they are consistently putting in front of us. The Greeks and the Romans have taken so many parts of our culture and reintroduced them to us. And one of the things that really helped me tune into Saba when he was on Killer Priest is when he taught about lapis lazuli, the original name, when he went to the Meta Netter, when he went to the Wallace Budge dictionary and showed the correct title for lapis lazuli was Kesbet. Once he did that, I was intrigued and have been learning since then and want to continue to learn. And so until next time, Inu, peace and love. And that is the end of my share and exploration. Tua. The devilishly delicious. Why would you say, why would you put that in the cartoon about cereal, magical cereal? Why would you say it's devilishly delicious? So, yeah, it's really, really, really interesting. The things that are reintroduced to us. To the Netaru for the truth.
He knew. Let me come through the door here.
He came through. He came through the door. I said it before.
Yes, to our Hotep, great brother. HENU for that, and going through, taking us, through that journey of the reintroduction of our great brother here, one of the great leaders of the House of Aten. I posted the link in the chat. If anyone wants to come up and let your tones be heard, here I'll post it again. But yes, to our great brother for going through that and bringing forth some great information. I love how you showed the etymology of trick. Every time I hear trick, I always think of hustle and flow. Whoop that trick. Always, and then so to see why that comes into that word in itself, and in the etymology, it showed prostitute's client. You're a trick. And then what they'll say, it ain't tricking if you got it. I'm like, well, that ain't in the etymology, but and to cheat. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. So Tua for showing that and going through and showing some of the wands, and just even on that. And see, this is one of the many reasons why I love Ma'at in the Nile Valley, and why we always speak about imbuement, because on it was imbued with the Medu Neter. So there's not one thing that's plain anywhere. There's not. Everything has the imbuement of the spiritual system on it, per the language, and I love that. That's the ultimate HEKA. I mean, every time you go to use something and do something, you're reading. There's a story being played out. So when you're taking that, and those were a lot of times were also used for hunting. And yeah, the original boomerangs, throw that thing and knock out a bird. And yeah, it's just a beautiful thing. So Tua for showing that and going into the priesthood, right? And when you showed that image and I said the poke, because it ain't the Pope, it's the poke. And Angela Gates said a comment, but it didn't make it on YouTube, but we saw it back here. Angela Gates, which today they call them PDF files, apply for those jobs these days. So when you was asking that question, and that's part of the reason why, and you asked, you don't really hear anybody say anything about wanting to become a priest. And that's because of so many people have destroyed it. They've destroyed the reputation of what it means to actually be that. And it's very unfortunate. And so, a lot of times we won't utilize those words to describe ourselves. But I'm glad that you showed and pointed out that it's also in association with the magician and performing HEKA. And when we read the ancient stories, we see many times the part going to get a priest, someone who is skilled in HEKA, to utilize the magic. And we see so much magic of transformation of the body, to take an object and have it transform into an actual creature, a being, an alligator, some real HEKA. And so, yeah, I love that you brought that forward and show how that would be connected to the priesthood, and started to go in and show different variations of the priest, and starting with the lector priest and the carrier of the books, the carrier of the knowledge, the protectors of that, and then going into the wab or the uab, which in Budge's dictionary you'll see it as ebe. They put the W, which is the u or the wa, prior, but you'll also see it just be ebe, which is why it's to be cleansed, which goes back to the heart and purity and cleansingness. So that's a beautiful thing and connection to understand how to be representative of that, and how it connects back to the ebe and to be purified. So today, the purification is non-existent, except for those of us who are here doing the work. And a lot of us actually do the works of what would be considered a priest, but because our education on what it means to be that is usually connected to the church. But that's why I love how you showed to go into the different, like why there were so many variations of what people call priests. But that ain't what we called each other, but that's just the English translation word. But as you've seen, you showed many different words. You showed the KHUNUM, you showed the uab, you showed the him, but in English we just got priests, so for the actual fact that we were so multifaceted in many different areas and utilize these roles, just goes to show how deep and extensive our works are. And for me personally, even prior to the recognition of becoming a scribe, it was what would be called priestly work. And I spoke a little bit about some of my initiation into consciousness and information, and how it was completely spiritual, learning to become a warrior and fighting the energies that are not seen by most people, exorcisms, removing all these things that today will be considered priest-like. So many of us are doing the works of that, but don't claim those titles, just because it just dilutes what we're actually doing. And it's associated with like the people that you showed, the Poke, who goes in, hope y'all catch why I'm saying that. And I went into a little bit, in my previous class, and just showing some of the statistics of the abuse that goes on in these places by disguising themselves as holiness. And so that gets abused so much. And we see that just all throughout the Bible too. And why a lot of people do these isfet works and just illusionary disguise it up within being holy or priestly, and it's completely erroneous. So I'm glad that you showed the Meduneta words and the Himneter, the what they would call the priest of, and how it's actually a servant to serve the people. Like you're not, if you're not serving the people, then you can't consider yourself to be that which is a doorway between the Aku, or the spiritual realms, and those who want to connect. And that's one of the great things that really connected me to Saba Tehuti early, was because he didn't say that only you can only come to me to do this thing here. When it comes to learning how to connect to your ancestors and have outer bodies, and I always recognized early on, because that's like a Jesus figure, right? That's like Jesus, where you can only get to the Father through the Son, Jesus Christ. You have to believe in him, and within him is how you make it to the kingdom of heaven. But learning that everyone has the ability to learn how to connect and tap into their own power. Everyone is their own individualized ka, and we can all learn how to utilize certain things. Other people are better at certain things, and other people are better at other certain things, and that's the beauty of the community and coming together as one and working as an entire body. While you do this and you do this and you're great at this, and now we come together and we're great as a whole, we're one, we're healthy. And that's the beautiful thing that I loved about Saba, is he teaches you that you have the ability to do what you're actually inquiring from him. And that's Ma'at, because I always knew that. And so sometimes you'll see people put themselves in positions to where the only way that you'll be able to achieve a said thing is to go through them. And now you have to put all belief and faith in what they're telling you is 100% correct, instead of teaching you how to do it yourself to be able to validate it. That's such an important thing. So, you know, it's wonderful that we have Saba Tehuti to lead by example, and to really be able to everything that he teaches, we can implement ourselves, and everything he says we can actually research. That's so huge. I don't know if people really realize, so many people say so much stuff that cannot be researched. It's just, you know, this is information that only I received, and now I'm telling you that this is what it is, and you can't find this nowhere else in history. You can't find no set of people, no culture saying what I'm saying, but you just got to trust and believe in what I'm saying, that this is true. And you know, that's where these movements start to be created off of just pure belief. And that's the difference between Ma'at and what the House of Aten is doing and everyone else. So Tu'a for going through that and showing that and bringing a light to that, and understanding that we are in positions. I mean, we've done it here on the House of Aten, and doing ceremonies for those who make transitions. So it's a beautiful thing, and I know, and to hear you speak about wanting to be a part of the process of assisting the ancestors from this world to the next, is such an honorable thing. Most people don't want to have nothing to do with that, really, because it's not like it's not a position that one is honored by those who, by just the masses, by people who, it's not looked at as one of those good things. Like it's not pretty. Like it don't look great. It's one of those jobs that, those works that takes a lot of self-discipline, removal of fear, guidance that's around you. And so it's not, you know, it's one of those things where you do it because it's in you to do it, and you don't have to have any recognition or acknowledgement for those things that you do. And most people don't want to be in that position. most people want to be acknowledged, like, oh, look at me, look what I'm doing. And so putting yourself in a position to want to be a part of that is one of the most noble, and I respect, and to the highest, because those works are unseen, and it's not recognized, but except for those who you are assisting, and that's the beauty of it. And so that really just goes to show the purity of the EEB within you, great brother, to speak that and put yourself in that position. And any time, you know, something happens here within the HOA, and we need everyone's assistance to be able to assist, like the great brother Anu just posted on social platforms, where he had a close brother transition. And we appreciate you, great brother, for putting that out there for us to also participate in the assistance of utilizing the HEKA to assist your loved one. So Tua and Hinu to him. And same thing with the great brother AFFIRMATION Maat when he was making his travels and someone close to him transitioned. And you know, these are we're all doing the works of that which will be called priests. So to our great brother for bringing that forward and giving everyone some of the meta-netter titles of just some of the most sacred positions one can play, and the importance of it, and how that was our lives. And we're starting to recreate that and relearn what we're actually doing. And it's a beautiful thing. So Tua for that. And Tua for taking us and showing us your Ren as well. Now, and I've always said this, the great brother Menkhu Meri, he was the first one to receive a Ren since Saba Tehuti came to the public. And that is what gave me the, because I always wait for things. I'm like, okay, I see this, and if this thing is supposed to be, then this will happen. And the move that the great brother Menkhu Meri made said, okay, now let me follow right behind what this great brother did, and go out to California and receive the Ren from the great Saba Tehuti. So first it was Menkhu Meri, and then myself and AFFIRMATION Maat, we went to California together. Menkhu Meri came with us, so he was a part of our Ren ceremony. So it just gives, again, just another act of just high respect and such nobility and selflessness, and just wanting to truly be a part of just everything that we're doing in the sacred ceremonies of being rebirthed and raising names again. This is a beautiful thing. So Tua for showing us that and letting everyone receive some of the ANKH from that very sacred ceremony, and all of what that means. So Tua for that. And yes, I truly appreciated this this presentation that you gave. So, you know, if you all also appreciated it, be sure to let the great brother know, let the House of Aten know, utilize the support links. You're not going to receive what's happening here. And this is a reciprocity system. The great brother speaks about it. We speak about it a lot. Saba Tehuti speaks about it a lot. And about removing the association with knowledge and it being free. Like, how is everyone will say, well, nothing's really free except for when it comes to knowledge, and it's a matrix again. So no, we support each other. You know, as a youth coming up, I never overstood, you know, those things, and I understand it's kind of how it used to be and how it was, and that never made sense to me. So even myself, you know, lead by example, and everything you see the support every week for Saba Tehuti, and you can go all the way back to class 1. So, you know, lead by example, because it's a reciprocity, and we learn from the teachings. You know, it's a balance. It's the maka'it on the scales. So be sure to support this class. If you received, if you're stayed and you watched the entire class, you know, support it. Those who are watching on the playback, support the class. So Tua and Hinu, and I'll go through and I'll show some of the support. But Hinu, great brother, Tua for this very Nefer class, and yeah, he's the head Ma'at. You also seen that in one of the titles of the priest, which was Kari Hebet. The Hebet is the Heb. So you also carry one of the titles and one of the tones for the organizer, right? Which is, again, what would be considered a priest in ancient times. So your actual title is that. So Hinu and Tua to you, great brother.
Tua to you, great brother, because I just want to remind everyone, too, of what you put together for Primordial Thought 9 when his mom passed. And so Hinu to you for all the priestly duties that you're doing, and Tua for bringing to light, illuminating my share, and just how knowledgeable and how powerful you are. So Hinu and Hotep to you, great brother.
Hinu. All right, so let us show some of the great Meru, some of the great supporters of the House of Aten, the Mer, the beloved ones. Again, the word for pyramid is Mer. So the ones who amplify everything that we do. I mean, the great ancestors were so deep. So I love it, and we'll begin to show. And I'll let me prepare some of these, and I'll be ready to show here momentarily. And yes, Tua to Tefrem Kema'at for coming forward while he's traveling. So Tua to that great brother for that. And Hinu to Primordial Thought 9, who had to take care of some family situations as well. So Hinu to the great brothers. All right. All right, great brother Menkhu. I'll pass it to you so I can continue to prepare some of the support. Hinu and Tua, and let me show the QR code for those who may be watching on a playback. You can just put your camera up to the QR code and scan it. It'll take you to a website, and then you can support. And if you do not have Cash App or PayPal, the great brother Anu will put the link to the website in the donate section where you can do that as well. Tua and Hotep.
Yes. Tua and Hotep. So much adoration and gratitude for those participated in the chat. I know I asked a ton of questions, and getting you all involved in the whole journey that I take us on when I do my share, my explorations. And so it's beautiful. It feels good to share what I am learning from Sawa Tehuti and all the teachers in our community, and what I'm learning in just my individual research of such a powerful, magical, beautiful, just great heritage and culture and spirituality. There's so much to learn, and that's what I like. And so, and the miseducation that we had in the Matrix, and all that time that was spent learning about stuff that was not beneficial, it's a beautiful thing to come into this energy and this knowledge, and there's so much to learn. And so I think of it as evening the playing field, but it's actually not evening the playing field. It's actually going above and beyond anything that they could teach, because it all comes from the Netaru, and it all comes from our ancestors. So I was not excited about learning the things that were being taught in the schools that I went to. Not at all. I was not a good student. I was not excited about any of that stuff that they was teaching. And so that's why I was so interested in music, art, and culture and history. Those were the things that I got excited about. And the diversity and the cultural stuff was not up to par in the schools, but the little that I did get helped me get through all of the other stuff that I wasn't interested in. And that is what led me. That is the path that I've been on for so long. I just always loved history and culture and art. And once I got to travel, that kind of like even opened up more for me. And being involved in hip hop and being a break dancer, and in the 80s and 90s, they would sprinkle a little bit of information for the motherland, and that was enough to hold me until I met Saba Tehuti. And little by little, I was getting little bits of learning about Kemet. But once I saw Saba on Killer Priest, he kicked the door open. I was like, yeah, this is what I've been looking for. So it's a beautiful thing.
Yes, I agree 1000%. We're going to be able to look back as time keeps moving forward and just see how magical everything really came together. It's a beautiful thing. So, all right, let me begin to share the screen. And I will start with the good brother who purchased one of the Pathways to Awakening digitized experience from the Patreon. And let's is the good brother Yo and Billadu, who purchased the Pathways to Awakening, the digitized experience, which is on Patreon, and it's over an hour of content from the last Pathways to Awakening in 2023, our first gathering together in the flesh. So Tua and Hinu to Yoan Billadu. So yes, if you all weren't able to make it out to the Pathways, be sure to go to that link that I just posted and purchase the Pathways to Awakening. The great Nesuk Kemet, the great royal Netert of Saba Tehuti, did a meditation for us, brought in a meditation for us, and you get to see a actual Ren ceremony and what it's like to receive a Ren. As Minty Hotep here, the lovely sister Minty Hotep received her Ren at the Pathways to Awakening. And so you all can experience that on this this digitized experience. We also have conversations, and I did a live performance where I brought forth and performed a lot of different tones. So you'll get a live performance from myself, and you get to hear the great Saba Tehuti introduce our name as the House of Aten when we were teachings of Ma'at, and that was just fire and phenomenal, and just all the HEKA this happening is just beautiful. So everyone, make sure you go participate and support us, and see what one of the events of the Pathways to Awakening is like. And this year is going to be even greater. The footage is going to be greater. We're going to be live streaming. It's going to be great. So Tua to Yo and Biladu for supporting the Pathways to Awakening. All right. And next we have the great brother and sister Anu and Antu, who sent in $20 for Tua, Hotep Marie, Or, Sin, Menkhu, Nefer Presentation, Nefer Ku. So Tua to the Nefer, Anu, and Antu for supporting us and doing everything that they do to help keep the movement running smoothly and keeping the chat, keeping everyone connected through the different bridgeways of how you can reach us and support us. And Antu does an excellent job with the social media platforms and putting all our information on there. And we're growing on these social media platforms. And we're going to continue to keep doing that. So Tua to Anu and Antu. And next we have the great brother Ox Effect, the calm one with the axe, who sends in 2072 for Hinu Menkhu Ara Dua Hinu HOA. Tua to the great brother Ox Effect, another great consistent Kuru, member of the House of Aten. I'm gonna keep saying this too. This great brother will definitely be a great teacher one day. So just keep putting that out there. To our great brother for all the support that you do. And yes, we look forward to your continued enhancement in the ways that you always bring your coup forward. So Tua to the great brother. All right, and next we have another Kuru, member of the House of Aten, who has come and has made himself be known. He's coming to the Fundamental Fridays, which were Wisdom Wednesday classes. The great brother Kiko Jones, who sends in 999 for the priest teachings, who is Hefe in the chat. Good class, Menkhu Ara. To our good brother for supporting the classes, coming in and joining in with the House of Aten and seeing what all we're doing and just everything that's taking place and just supporting it. We appreciate brothers like you who come in new and make yourselves known. And it's just a beautiful thing. So Tua for the support, good brother Hefe. And it's funny, Saba Tehuti calls him Jeffy in the pod class. I always laugh when he does that. So Tua to the good brother Hefe. All right, and next we have another great brother, another great Kuru, House of Aten member, Nook Poo, who sends in 333 for Hinu, Netzer Menkhu, for your Ray introduction, Hotep Ma'at. If you need to do more research, search Ray. To our good brother Nook Poo. We appreciate your support, your consistency, and all your participation in the classes. Very, very active brother. So Tua, we appreciate you, good brother. Hinu. All right, and we will close it out with the feminine energy, and we will start with Sarah Jean Harass Did, who sends in 777 for support. Hotep Henu, Ma'akaru, Harass Did. We definitely appreciate your energy as well. I can definitely tell there's a lot of creativity going on within you, and excited to be able to see you bring forth and express some of that. So Tua for your support and supporting the Great Saba, supporting the House of Aten, Hotep and Henu. And let me see. Let me check and make sure. Yes, we have one more support to show. And it is none other than the Neferminti Hotep, offerer of light, who sends in 505 for Kuru support. Hotep to Minty, so much to learn, absolutely. And that's Hotep family, they not like us. No, they are not. No, they are not. So yes, Tua Minty. It's a fire song, by the way. But Tua for that and for your support. And we're always glad to see you and see your aku on the panels and to hear your tones. So Tua for that. And this is another sister who is extremely creative. When we go to LA, she's there for any and everything that we need. And so she's definitely put herself in a special place. So Tua to Minty Hotep, and we went to visit her. It's just a creative heaven. It's a creative haven there in her purse. So it's always a joy to see you and spend time with you and speak with you and just to see what your Ka is bringing forth. So continue to keep doing that. And we appreciate you and Henu and Tua for all the support that you provide. Minty Hotep. Okay, and let me refresh and double check the Gmail, which uses the word D or Da, bread for the cent logo. Okay, so yes, that is it. Okay, excellent. Tua everyone for all the support, appreciating the information in the classes. And as we continue to grow and expand, and everyone who's putting themselves in positions early, everyone likes to just join into something once it's already what people consider to be successful. We're already successful. We're already just from the very beginning and standing on Ma'at and bringing forth the information and bringing forth the facts and teaching everyone how to do research. And we got the great Saba Tehuti to lead us in that. And it's just a beautiful thing. So Tua to everyone, and looking forward to seeing and speaking with you all this Friday coming up in the Discord meeting. We'll be posting flyers for that, so be on the lookout for that. Make sure you're following us on all social platforms as well. Remember that we have 2 classes this coming up week, Monday and Tuesday. The sisters Nefer Keperet and Sherry Ka will be giving classes to set it in motion for the women and the feminine energy to come forward and teach, because our women definitely are teachers. So Tua and Henu, and Hotep Great Brother Menkhu Ara, if you have anything that you want to speak on before we begin the closeout.
You want to close out first, or should I close out? I want to just close out.
Okay, yes, I'll close out. Hotep, Henu, Ma'akaru, to all the great Meru, all the great Kuru, the supporters and the House of Aten members. We appreciate and love each and every one of you. Thank you for being here with us. Tua for your attention. Without your attention, this can never exist. Sakim M. Arit, Murder Ka'a, Semu Hatu Natiru, Pert Int Hetep. I obtain the power to do what pleases my Ka. May the hearts of the Natiru lead me. I come forth in peace. Tua, be sure to join us tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday, and have a Nefer night, Nefer Upesh, Nefer Rezi. Wake up in your dreams. Talk to yourself before falling asleep. Retrain your subconscious to assist you in the Upesh realm. Do that consistently, and I can guarantee that you will wake up in your Upesh. So Tua, Hotep, and I will see you all tomorrow.
Yes. Hotep Henu. Kes to you, great brother. Sending positive energy to Primordial and his family and Tef. Peace and love to Master Teacher Saba Tehuti. Much love to the chat. Gratitude for you being here and participating and allowing me an opportunity to share what I am discovering. Looking forward to this week. We are going to see each other a lot. Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday. So to for all those who were able to support, looking forward to what is to come in the house of Aten. And I will close with adoration to Tehuti, a shorter version than what I do in the beginning of my presentations. But come to me, Tehuti, O noble ibis. Come to me and give me counsel to make me skillful in your calling. He who masters it is found fit to hold office. Fate and fortune are to be found with you. Ani, you're going to do the affirmation?
Yes, sure. All right, on the count of 3, everyone. 1, 2, 3. Ankh Maat, UNS, Nintet Aset Maat, Min Hepapet Maat, Her in Hukiui, Per Ikut. I live from Ma'at. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Ma'at. Every day I advance towards Ma'at. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light.
Yo, let's go.
Yeah, we're here and we're the best.
Woohoo! Yo, let's go.
Shed. Closed my eyes, then I woke up back in my bed. I could see my room as clear as looking through a lens. See, I thought I was awake, so then I tried to move. But my body shocked me like I was plugged in a socket. I started panicking and scrambling within my mental. I thought I died and now my body, I'm forever locked in. I was screaming, help me, someone help me please. But there wasn't any sound making it through my teeth. I could see movement in motion, shadows gather around me. How could I close my eyes already closed. Eating alkaline at this time, fasting Rizzo shocking. I was stuck in a paralysis, Fred had me froze. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. I finally started waking up and coming back. I was in the opposite of state's effect. That's relaxed, I grabbed my phone and started to do research. Knowledge of what happened, I was in a lack. Insidious, the movie came direct to mind. Every time I've seen this, it was connected to what's not divine. Demons crawling forcefully, holding the body down. Ain't no point in trying to scream, you will not make a sound. Deep within, I knew I made that a reality. The all is mine, I saw it, and so shall it be. I start replacing fear with knowing universe is mental. Talking to my subconscious to wake me up in dreams. Then one day my spirit guides came in so essential. Daylight's astral playing loud in my dream helped to set me free. I'm back in paralysis laying on my couch. But this time I was calm, ready to exit out. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. From what I read, I need to move my arms in front of me. See a rope and pull it, separate and then release. Now I'm out, I see my house is gleaming, I accept it. Looking in the mirror, staring at my car's reflection. I was so ecstatic, flying in every direction. This was months of subconscious reprogramming and redirection. Place my thoughts in my body, wake up, that's what I did. I was reborn from that day so I could start to live. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed.